Morning, Nguyen. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. It's the last day of 2025. Can you believe it? We finally made it. We did it, fam. We survived. Web username. Happy upcoming. Is that what people say these days? Is that all the cool kids say? All right. So today is going to be two things. We're going to break down today in two halves. First, we're just going to climb back to Challenger. Did a little bit of trolling past day, 2 days ago, and then a little bit at the beginning of yesterday. Now I'm kind of getting serious again. Got to climb again. And then the second half today, we're going to do a New Year's Eve reflections with Tleyds. We're going to be doing some content with Tleyds at 12. I have two things planned. I have, as you guys know, every year I do like a scrapbook. I do like a scrapbook with somebody to just think about the year. We like talk about some of our favorite memories. These are not, this is a template that I basically help put together, and then through the use of some defaults. And then the other one I have is Tleyds and I are gonna do set rankings from set 11 to 15. And we're going to basically rank sets 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But wait, I'm actually covering it. You guys can't see it. Chat is also going to participate as well. I remember you just was saying, yeah. So I figured I'm gonna do it with some different people every time. And you guys will also give scores and ranks. So I figured we could do this. And it could be a rankings by all of us. We could put it all together. So it'd be fun. Anyways, that's going to happen later today. We're going to do 11 to 15. I feel like we probably won't do 16 because 16 is not over. But those are a couple activities that we have. Did you guys see this, by the way? A couple of tech drops before we get into ladder. Boss of skills. Void guide with mods, spots, boards, items, and augments. Boss of skills drop in the Void Bible. 1 out of X. Void mods. You will always get adrenaline as one of your 3 Void mods. Ideally, you want this to be your last mod because it sucks. I didn't even know it sucks. I thought it was just okay. Carapace is much better than Husk. I knew that. And Spikes is better than Leeching. Is better than Adrenaline for damage mods. Do not play with Wisp mods, which I'm assuming is Husk and Adrenaline. Do not play Void. 2. Spots to play Void. What up, Bullen? How you doing, man? You want to play Void from either Kog'Maw 2 and Cho'Gath with Rageblade by Stage 2 Carousel. Makes sense. Kog'Maw with a reasonable opener. Or through an 80 opener with Bruiser items. That's interesting. An 80 Bruiser setup. That's something that I've also saw a little bit of yesterday as well. People are playing more Bruiser openers just because Bruisers are just good. People often don't see the angle to play Baron from Win Streak 80 because they don't have Void in. So the logic would be that with a Bruiser opener, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to play 1, 2, 3, let's just say 4. And then you have maybe Ionia plus something. I don't know, this. And then you can go, what can you go? You can go Rageblade, Infinity Edge. Nothing wrong with that, right? IE eventually goes on Baron. Rageblade goes on Jhin. Is that what we're talking about? With Rageblade? If you win streak into Econ Augment on 3-2, you can just sack later on stage 4 with Void to unlock Rift because you need to unlock it as you go 10 for Baron. So the idea is you basically play this, and then over time, you just like get, what is it? Void. Like, I guess you just play, how many turns do you need for Rift Herald to unlock? 8? So maybe you just play some how do you actually unlock Rift Void naturally? Is there a way you could do that? Maybe instead of Jhin Yasuo, you just play some long shot stuff. I'm not sure. But the idea is you sack stage 4. If you're trying to play for Baron, you sack stage 4 with Void to unlock Rift Herald because you just need to unlock it for Baron. If you try this, start bleeding stage 2 to get Void and A7, play for Rift 2 to unlock Volibear. So he's saying you play win streak and then eventually you don't focus on unlocking Rift Herald ASAP. Play for the mid game. Board plus Belveth plus Rek'Sai. Okay, so the only issue with this is that you can't really get this until like 4-2, and you need to stack 8 rounds. You need to get 8 rounds for it. So I'm just thinking about like how do you actually transition to it? But he's saying think about that. Think about that. Maybe instead of Ionia, because the Ionia would be for like gold, right? Maybe instead of that, we work backwards. Maybe you have Kog'Maw with Bruiser Opener. What's another long shot? Teemo. Void. And then you just play any Void. I mean, this is like more reasonable, right? Is there a Juggernaut you can play here? Sure. I don't know, just oh, Poppy. Ah, now we're cooking. Kind of. Not really. But it's okay. Loose Streak Void will want to roll 2-3 for Bard, then roll on 4-2-4-2. This is what most people do, right? We play Loose Streak Void. I play it like this. You guys play it like this. Roll for Bard on 2-3, then roll on 4-1-4-2. Going for Kai'Sa and Rift Herald. This is the way most people play it. Never play Loose Streak Void without Econ Augment or you go in 8th. Yeah, exactly. We know that already. Standard 4 Bruiser board plays like this if you hit Zillion on 8. Zillion on 8, roll on 8 until Kai'Sa 2, Rift Herald 2. Only fast 9 on 1 stars if 70 HP. So you play 4 Bruisers, Rift Herald, Volibear, because Rift Herald has so much HP, you should unlock Volibear. Rift, Volibear, Wukong. Surprised doesn't have Shen. Wukong, Kabuko, Zillion. I'm sure that's another variation. Oh, this is it. You can play Wukong, Shen, Rift Herald, Volibear, and then Cho is just whatever, Floating Void. You can play Ahri for the Arcanist. And have that go to 9, especially if it's Gold Ionia. That makes sense. Boards are options at level 9. So level 9, if you're playing the Zillion board, you just add in Ziggs for Yordle with Kabuko plus Longshot. Or you can play Swain, set over Ahri. Okay. You can play Swain or set over Ahri. The items, I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Kai'Sa needs Rageblade plus 2. So Gunblade is better than Void Cap, better than Death Cap, better than Archangel, so on and so forth. Rift Herald needs Anima Visage. It's the best item on him. I mean, we can fact check that just to make sure. I'm pretty sure it is. Kai'Sa and Rift Herald is better. The best item is Visage. Those look pretty good. Bramble looks also really good. I would say Bramble's even better, but that's largely because it's an AD meta. Crown Guard also ain't too bad. If you go Visage, Bramble, I would say Visage, Bramble plus 1. I also, will you have enough HP to unlock Volibear if you just have these two? I guess I don't know. Looks like Protector's Vow is quite good as well. He puts Vow in the bottom and Steadfast. I mean, I can see Steadfast as well. Just getting a bunch of DR on him. You had 3 bruises on, so take off Alawi. I had 3 bruisers. And then finally, augments. Really need econ in this comp. Everything else is secondary. Notable augments are Beast Gloves augments, Soul Awakening, Savings Account, Spirit Visage, Exiles, Calculated Loss, Malicious, Void augments okay with Backline Mod and Rageblade. Final notes, most important thing to do is make sure you're not underrolling on 4-2 and playing for Baron on 1 stars. If your spot's looking good enough to fast 10, it's probably good enough to go 10 after hitting Kai'Sa 2 Rift 2. This is just fundamentals. Don't just all in and roll and pray for Baron on 1 stars. Unlike how I see everyone do. You guys who've been watching me for the past week probably hear me lamenting. How is it possible that they go to fast 10 on 1 stars and they get rewarded and bailed out with Baron 2? It just happens so often. It just happens so often. 11x. Carapace and Spikes makes this comp significantly better than Husk Adrenaline. I consider Carapace plus Spikes Void an S tier comp, and Husk plus Adrenaline pretty much never touch outside of being able to play for Baron. 6 Void is only playable with Temple Kraken and Quicksilver for Belveth. Okay, so that's the Void. That is Void Tech, the full Void guide. Dasik dropped his final patch notes as well. I figured we can go over it. We can go as we queue up. 1 cost. Scion, Caitlyn. So this is Caitlyn, Piltover, Econ Augment with Glove Sword. I mean, this is just Piltover. 2 cost. Tryndamere, Quicksilver, Ginsu component start. Hold Ishtal units. Graves or TF, 3 build start. Great. I need to figure out Graves, the Graves tech. I need to figure out the Graves tech. Let me see here. Where does Graves actually want to be? I'm not sure. Yasuo, Win Streak Artifact, Dark Insight, Death Defiance, and Mins. He's actually willing to play it without Dark Scythe. I played it yesterday and went, was it or yesterday or 2 days ago, and went 8th without Dark Scythe, and people said I was trolling. And now I know I wasn't trolling. Good player. I intuitively, the spot looked good for Yasuo. Gangplank is bronze for life requirement. Okay, I'm not playing Gangplank. Vayne is he's just Vayne. He's willing to play Diana. Open for Diana is bad. You don't need to exactly have 3 items. You guys know that I play Win Streak Diana as well. Kaisa 2, Void Opener required. Spitter Spines is greater than Nucleus, greater than Adrenaline. I mean, this is, it's good confluence to recognize that multiple players are saying that. Lysandra, good from tempo. I showed you guys that yesterday. AP tempo is fine if you play into Lysandra. MF is a bilge opener. Warwick, good with bronze for life. This guy's trying to trick some noobs. Veigar's good. Yunara is good. Legendary's not worth it. Mel, Ziggs, Acel, Silas. IDK Echo, not good. Shadow Isles, Slayer, Zon, Arcanist, Noxus, and Defenders. Did you guys get all that?
I win!
Warwick bronze for life. Well, that was one of the recommendations that we actually said when we first were looking at that comp. So I was watching CN again, and they do Draven GP more often than NA. Yeah.
Hands off my meat!
Yeah, I need to just start playing that. It's because, you know why? It's because everyone's obsessed with Yunara. Where's it? I think that like when I see that it's a Yunara game, I think I play Draven GP because more people are likely to go into Ionia Yunara, and that frees up me to play other stuff.
Bow your head or lose it.
Do I even want to hold on to Loris? He's kind of expensive. He's kind of expensive. Like, I could hold him, but it's like wouldn't I rather just play Viego too, but Leona for the tempo. Ishtal. So I have Ishtal and Leona right now. Probably. What up, Michael? The Warwick tech is new to me. Okay, guys, don't play Warwick. I'm pretty sure that's noob trickery. Dasic, the thing about Dasic is that he generally has good stuff, but you just got to be careful, man. You can't get tricked.
Noxians treat killing as a sport.
You can't get tricked. Just don't get tricked. Deadlier Caps. It's a Veigar game. Probably not. World Runes. What is this? This is Prismatic Prelude. I can't play Deadlier Caps because the rest of my items are not good for Veigar. Comeback Story. 9 Lives. What does 9 Lives play into though? I can try to click World Runes. It sounds fun. I can try to do some fun stuff.
If I fall today, let your song carry me home.
Okay. All right, so who's refunding my LP? Who's refunding my LP? Someone owes me some LP. Why didn't I just click going long? Oh my goodness, man. That is not good. That is really not good. Okay, Zon. I got Void. Okay. Okay. There's spines. That's one of the good ones. Okay, hold on. That's one of the good ones, according to Mr. Skills. Zon is so
I fight for the
bad.
dream of Demacia.
Not even funny. Okay. Is it a Diana game? 2, 4, 5, 6. I probably need to sell it. It's a Warwick game. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have to go Vi.
The heart of Piltover is its
I'm pretty
people.
sure the strategy is play into Warwick. Or no, sorry, play into Echo. Well, actually, this is a pretty reasonable one for Echo, is it not? So if you play the Echo board, if you go Cho'Gath, Nico, Vi. I sold the Nico. So Cho'Gath, Nico, Vi, Mundo, Echo. Where's the Echo? And then you go Malzahar, the Disruptor. You can cut the Cho'Gath and play something else. Ishtal, Kiana. So it's Zon, Ishtal, Void, Piltover. You could just play like Caitlyn or something like that. Yeah, sure.
Nice suit, Rommel. What do you call it? Thought you never asked.
Aren't I just dead? I think I should just forfeit. I think you guys got what you wanted. Wait, this guy's worth the wait, Echo. That's even crazier. I think you guys got what you wanted. I think I'm 8th. You can cook it up on 5. I have Targon Void. Targon Void, probably not Demacia, right? Just Piltover. So I have this. Blast Shield is good. So I'm 3 now. I need a level. If I level, let me put Void on Vi for now. And I need a Zon.
I'm glad you'll have my bad vibe.
So I don't have any Zons right now.
Minimum, shall we?
High five, Cupcake.
Blitz? Blitz or Mundo or Echo? Oh, okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Wait, maybe I should have rolled.
Let's investigate.
They'll never know what hit them.
Leona.
I will protect you.
Low key roll one time.
Who needs a beat down?
I much prefer this to
Piltover. Double Leona's fine here.
Hey, Vi, wrote you a fight song.
Got it.
You love it.
Okay, so I have it. Sell.
Or maybe it's
Sell.
punching the face.
All right. And the reason why it matters is you need to have 4 regions active for 4 player comments, so I get it at 3-3. I know that like rolling there was like kind of bad, but like you get your rewards back, right? Also, I could have hit Cogmaw too. Wait a second, Zon Cogmaw is going kind of crazy. Oh, okay. And we're in. Vi 2. Oh my god. I always believed in us. I believed in us. All right, so maybe it's not Nath. Wait, I also could unlock Diana. I could actually play Zaun Diana. If I get Titan's Rageblade Zaun, is that like what if I just like get Leona too? Holy. You can also get Warwick. Oh, you're right. I have Vi too. I mean, I don't have Econ right now, so a little bit scared.
Steady.
Broke. I should have played Blitz over. I should have played Blitz over Mundo, but Mundo like kind of Mundo's kind of good. Itemization. I feel like I want to go. I want to go utility. So even Shroud seems like the most reasonable thing to slam right now. And it's also if I do want to think about Diana, like you want to keep the bow open, right? Yeah, I mean even Shroud seems reasonable. Plus it's splitter spline, which does a lot of physical damage. So unlucky. Jin 2, 3 full tank items. It's okay. We're biding our time. Are we still AD? The thing is, I don't think I'm playing. I'm just playing Even Shroud because I know that I need that. If I'm gonna be playing something. Silver Destiny. Teaming up. Glass Cannon. Silver Destiny risk is way too high. If I go Dumbify, I think I'm just like cooked. I think I'm super cooked. 14 gold here is pretty solid though. I actually want misconnections. Fire Axiom. I'm like very, very poor. And so I want to try and rectify that a little bit. I mean, that guy was just freakishly strong. Arcanist and Bruiser.
That squirrel looks familiar.
Arcanist and Bruiser. All right, so we get our reward in 2 turns, which is why it was important for us to roll when we did. Okay. Oh, K sniped the Kiana. That's huge. Ah, I'm so close to winning this fight. Ah, 4 HP. Oh, diff. Kind of, actually. Echo. Oh, I don't want this anymore. So, like, eventually the way things ladder up is Kaisa over Kog'Maw, and then Mundo turns into
An icon doesn't have to explain himself.
I need a Bruiser, right? Mundo turns into Rift Herald.
I never
Echo
thought I
3.
would stand opposite you again, Vi.
What does Zaun do again? After 4 seconds, Zaunites become Shimmer Fuse, granting them 10% durability and 90% decaying attack speed. So it's like another attack speed item for Kaisa. I'm wondering if I should go red buff here or Void Staff.
Got you.
Zaun is the future.
Can't you go Rift Herald, Mundo, Warwick for Void Zaun? Yeah, I could. This technically unlocks Diana possibility. So now I can actually do the thing. I think World Runes gives you a lot of gold, right? So I can level. I mean, I'm keeping this vest for the max versatility. All right, Prismatic Orb. Ishtal and Ionia. Ionia.
Get ready. More sparkles now.
Just looking for a road home.
Yasuo, I knew fate would bring us together again. Nico! Did I say that right?
No worry, me, doctor.
I don't even have Ishtal. Oh, I put one Ishtal and one. Okay, so Ishtal can be here for now. And then Ionia is nothing. I'm gonna put this here for now. I'm so dizzy, man. Void Herald. Okay, let me look for the Leona too. I have this. Because Ionia is Blade Master. Do I even care about that? Not really.
Nico, teach you a lesson.
I will break their line.
Kind of don't really care about it very much. Still don't have Kog'Maw too, by the way. I'm pretty sure I just cut this Ionia BS. This guy just sucks. Like, Ionia is kind of useless.
In my sights.
Yeah. Oh, because if I can get Stoneplay, I can tag in Scorn. So I can do this here. Ishtal is just HP, right? I'll put that on Mundo. And then Bruiser, Invoker, Ionia. I can't unlock Skarner. Another Rage Blade. A Duplicator. It's also really good for Void Staff on that guy as well. So Titans goes here. Zoe. Okay. Probably just sell this to make 50 then. And I have duplicators, so I could just level and roll. Oh, but the thing is, pre-pumping makes it worse for growth mindset. But if I go growth mindset, I probably just go straight to 9 anyways. Soul Awakening. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. No, it's probably Soul Awakening. It's probably that OP, right? All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's got to be bronze for life here. Real shop 16 times. I'm about to do that. Ionia Bruiser.
I'll fight if you make me. but we can
Diana.
sing instead.
I am Iceborn.
Ionia Bruiser.
Wuju style.
Void can go here.
You cannot copy perfection.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 synergies. Okay, realistically, can Wukong 2 even fit on this board? Wait, no. Can he even fit on this board? Because I need the Mundo for Zon. I don't think he can, actually. No, but I have Ionia, though.
My journey's only beginning.
I have an Ionia emblem. Also, I don't have a, oh, crap. I don't have a third item for this Kog'Maw. For Kaisa. I mean, it's a Wukong too. I feel like I should just play this Wukong too, you know? Also, I should probably dupe the Diana as well. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm so deep in my thought that I was thinking. I'm just like I'm not actually doing stuff, but this guy should be an easy win. I think I can actually break it apart the other way. I can actually go. Oh, I just realized something. I can cut Kog'Maw, Caitlyn, Jinx. Oh, I sold Senna. I sold Senna Lucian. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh no! And then I unlock War. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Pretty sure this Invoker thing is fake. I'm not playing that. I'm playing AD. Any tank items. Any tank items. Belt, vest, tier. Tier for Rift Herald is important, as I was told. Vest is probably better. It's simultaneously Bramble and Sunfire. Loyal Husk. If you drop the Rift Herald, you will have more traits. Yeah, but like more traits isn't always the answer here. 16 times. 1, 2, 3. Kabuko. It's Invoker. I don't think so. 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8. There's a Fiddlesticks and a Lucian Senna. Fish bones. Dude, my board kind of cooks. Oh, man. It's kind of hard to get the Lucian Senna going, right? Ionia Invoker. Is that a 2-star dino? It's a 2-star dino. Oh, because he has the thing. Okay.
Maybe
1.
I did change, but you changed more.
2. Caitlyn 2.
The heart of Piltover.
I lose Arcanist, but I think this is still better, right? And then I'm just gonna remove because I might need this Kog'Maw. This should be on the outside. This guy has Fawn for coordination. Okay.
Justice!
I need Shred. I do a lot of my damage is magic. I have no anti-heal as well. I can't kill this without anti-heal, right? Oh, never mind. You can just out-sustain it. I have 3 Ionia.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
Can I just cash out here? 6 gold. Okay, an Ishto unit that can come out is this guy can come out for Skarner. If I get the stone plate. Oh, fuck. Okay, I didn't get the vest off of him. It's fine, though. Let's see. So... Sunfire... Oh, shit. I don't have a... Sunfire Spark? Full utility? Full utility. Okay. Sure. That's the way we roll, I suppose. Hopefully not the MF player. Kindred do. That guy's Kindred 2 and Senna 2. But Senna 2 is not that scary here because it only has Bramble and Void Staff. Oh! Oh! Okay. I feel like I have to roll for Kaisa too. 56. I feel like I have to roll for Kaisa too.
Our destiny still awaits us, Aloud.
You're so poor. Okay, don't shame me, man. I'm doing my best out here. I mean, it's Lissandra 1, Azir 1, 1-star Yunara. Like, there's no way I lose to an all 1-star board, right? His entire board costs 15 gold. Kaisa. Lose 2-player combats. That's for 300. So if I just lose 2, isn't that actually fine? Like you can just take this and then you just get it over time. This is also get over time as well. 350. I'm gonna lose against that guy. This guy's 11 Demacia. Lose 2-player comp. Yep. That guy's 11 Demacia. What? God. Actually, that's good. He's just going to kill everybody he plays against. You know what? That's top 4. That's top 4. You know what? Top 4 is top 4. He got World Runes and Pandoras into Demacia +2, and then he got 11 Demacia on 8 because he has Coronation. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Okay, well, surely this guy cues into these guys, right? Surely. I will take... I don't know.
Let's investigate.
They'll never know what hit them.
I technically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Kindred 3! No, that's actually crazy. He actually hit Kindred 3. What? No, 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 no. Wait, this guy's dead. He's super dead. Oh, thank the Lord. Get me out, man. This lobby is stupid, man. This lobby is just stupid. Wait, actually, this is a third. This is a third. Because that guy has to play Kindred 3. I'm out here with Kaisa 1. I'm out here with Kaisa 1 Ryze. Yeah, I'm cashing out. It's all good. Artifacts. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Mittens. This is allegedly good on diet. Maybe Zonia's. I'm trying to think about like what actually can kill units. And I'm thinking that maybe Diana actually kills units here. I mean, he's super dead. I mean, it's a third. It's a third. Give me just. It's a good third.
Justice!
It's a good third.
Ashes and dust.
That is unbelievable. What an unbelievable. Okay, wait, hold on a second. We should actually see who wins, shouldn't we? We should actually see who wins. I'm pretty sure it's Kindred 3, but because this guy's also playing all 1-stars. Battle for Demacia, 150 resistances, but Kindred just does so much, right? Her wolf just kills. How much damage does Kindred 3 even do? 999. And that's 355. I think it one-shots everything. It goes 999 times 3.5 for every third attack. And this guy is playing all 1-stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do you get a second fawn? Oh, from the world runes. Oh, right, because fawn gives we're gonna give you a fawn as well. Also, all your items turn into radiance.
For the cause.
Yeah. Okay. Real close. Real close, guys. Real close. Yeah. Never mind. All right. Hey, we don't have to watch this it's actually gonna fight 4 more times on stage 6. There's no way they can do it. Wait, don't you? Isn't this actually like I went first this game because the other 2 guys were just playing a different game than me? They were playing Tonk's Treasure. But I guess another way to think about it is I got scammed out of a second. Echo 3. Man, what a crazy lobby. What a crazy lobby. That was insane. T-Hex said he's going to be on in soon. This will be my last game.
I'm Seraphine, and you are beautiful.
You had no real carry. What do you mean you have no real carry? I'm playing Yunara 2 with Rageblade IE Kraken. No real carry? What are you talking about? And also, after you're done smoking it, can you pass it over to me so I can enjoy the rest of my new year? Because, brother, you are high and under influence.
I win!
Why do I get the feeling that most of the patches end in Egon augment metas?
The heart of Piltover is its
I
people.
don't know if that is actually true. But it might feel like that. It might feel like that because boards are optimized. Like, the thing about TFT is that flex boards are just weaker than optimal boards. And so I played a Yunara flex game right there, right? And
I would have preferred
that
to
board
be
is
tough.
just weaker than if I just played like the standard like Yunara game, and I probably would have top forward. And so a lot of times, if you just play, if you think about what combat augments do, combat augments make your board, what, 10, 15, 20% better. But if you play a 10, 15, 20% better board with econ, you get there faster and you preserve more HP. So you get higher placement.
The waves will drag you down
Whoa.
unless you
Whoa,
fight to the
crazy
shore.
ass drop. What's the Ionia this game? Path of Spirits. I mean, another thing too is that it was a bad Ionia too. It wasn't a good Ionia for Yunara. Starter kit, 9 lives for Spoils of War. Starter kit, Spoils of War. Starter kit's really bad with the 1-item opener. 9 lives, spoils. I'm in no position at all to win. I wouldn't say no position at all. Comeback story. Lucky gloves.
The heart of Piltover is its people.
For Piltover. Tactician's Kitchen to Gunslinger. I feel like I actually play. I think this game's a Diana game. Comeback Story is really good with Loose Streak, and I'm pretty sure Diana is better as well. Tuber content missed. No.
Enforced equilibrium.
I just roll here.
Bow your head or lose it.
I remember your father. He thought he could sense
Tiana
a
3. Demacia.
I fight for
4. I just have Bard now. Sell, sell, sell. How many people are playing Piltover? Level up. Timber Scale Essence. Level up. World Runes. Oh, there's actually no one playing Piltover. Interesting. No one. 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I guess if I sold Nico, I would have made 20.
enforced equilibrium.
I wanted to hold on to the possibility if I hit like Leona or if I hit Draven. I'm open to playing anything. My items are completely open-ended. I can play anything, really. How's Ishtal? Ishtal's okay. I could have also tried to play into an Ishtal. So this is 2-star Shen, 2-star Alawi, right? So this is like actual tempo. And that's probably fine. Except the issue with that is if a Bard prints Caitlyn, it's probably not going to be Caitlyn. So it's Nico. I'm gonna win anyways against like this guy. I can't full open for it. I wonder if I can play like some bruiser tempo thing. Like I don't know if it's Piltover reroll, right? Is the thing. It's just that no one's playing it. But I could also theoretically play bruiser tempo. But I don't know if I like bruiser tempo because I don't really have good outs. The Ionia for Yunara is not very good. My items aren't very good for that either. Hey, Mr. Frodan, quick question. Which 2 units to drop when you get to Piltover? Try to drop the like Seraphine because she's kind of expensive unless you hit Azir. And usually you drop Vi because you have better frontline. But, you know, sometimes you drop Orianna as well. think bow is actually the best option. Second pick. Maybe sword then. Not first picks. I won. Wold runes. This guy looks like he wants to play Leona. Bro, I know this patch isn't the greatest, but I'm a master play stuck in Emerald. What do you think the skill being tested this patch is? Allowies. This is the problem with winning. You get one costs that aren't relevant to what you're playing. Prismatic party. 4 bruiser. Worst skills? Line selection, econ management, and tempo management is probably the top 3. But that's like almost every patch. I would just say, like, how well do you know how to play certain... Like, okay, so the one thing I will say is that this is a holiday patch. The number one thing about a lot of holiday patches is that they tend... Because they're long, players learn all the tech. The thing about TFT that's interesting is that, like, players share their own knowledge very, very freely. And because everyone shares their knowledge so freely, everyone learns how to play. Like, a lot of people would not have learned how to play Piltover and things like that properly if people didn't make all the guides. But people will make the guides. That's not like a complaint. I'm just like saying that everyone has like learned how to play. It's pretty much most players have figured out by now how to actually optimize around certain things. I think I'm supposed to sell these. I know that I could play into bruiser tempo, but I just don't see the ending path very well. And I'm like, the more I scout, the more I kind of realize Piltover is completely free. Like, completely free. So, if I'm uncontested in front, shouldn't I actually try it? Also, your ability to flex is important too. Like, this set, part of the reason why some people are inherently frustrated by it is because you have to flex more, and that's just not a skill that a lot of people have practiced.
Get ready.
You face the ruined king.
You are a foul creation, born from ignorance.
A lot of people have not gotten used to playing flex. Oh god, I could lose this. Ah! Okay, I think we're good.
Steady. I would have preferred you in cuffs.
A symphony of justice.
Village 2. Loris. Overload. Not playing Nico 2. Okay. What do I have here? I have open bow. I have stone plate. Stone plate's fine. Claim that.
I never thought I would stand opposite you again, Vi.
I have this. The Syndra patch was really flexible as well. That's true. If you just played Syndra 2 on your board, you had a good board. $67. What's a good prismatic augment to think about right now? Ticket, min max, lux sub, belt overflow. I don't have the items. It's not this. It's not belt overflow. Prismatic destiny. Oh, ticket. I guess I could have waited. That is on me. That is on me.
Winding.
Magnetron coil.
I let my hands do the talking.
All his aim.
I'm glad you'll have my back, Vi. Let's keep the chaos to a minimum, shall we?
High five, Cupcake.
Lawlessness.
So now I can level to 6 and roll. Reforge a cloak. Why is the audio weird? Oh, is it?
Protect. Protect.
Okay, so I need one more vibe, one more Loris, and I have it, right? What's your first augment? It's called Comeback Story. I'm not super big fan of it in this comp. It's largely because I knew I was going to lose streak, and I thought I was playing Diana or Draven. I really did, but I scattered around and noticed no one's playing Piltover at all, and I hit 4 of them pretty early.
Let's investigate.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
I guess I don't need Bard 2. Buy
I let
2.
my hands do the talking.
They're all free.
That icon doesn't have
Oh
to
my!
explain himself.
I hit this all on 5. Insanity. I am so good. I hit it all on 5. Yahoo! Yahoo! Now I just need glove. Cheater. Me? I went 7-7-8-5. Playing Warwick and other stupid stuff. What do you think I'm allowed this? Actually, I didn't play stupid stuff. I had to take a learning. I had a couple of learning 7s. Don't you think it's like I had to take a couple of learning 7s, but no Seraphine. I'll take a glove, I suppose. There's 2 gloves. Can't stop me. Excellent. And if they just stop me, I'll just take Deathblade. Is this a tuber? Yeah. You know, I don't think a lot of people have seen Piltover T-Hex yet, so. This is why Frodan's coaching is pricey. I don't think you want coaching from me right now. Okay, actually, I don't even think I'm that bad at the pad. I think if I played 6 games of tournament, I think I would do okay in trials. Personally. A lot of people are gonna be like, sure, buddy. But I actually do think so, though. Sure, buddy. I'm serious. I actually think I think I actually would do okay. Why does this guy have 8 units on his board? I have 6. I have Comeback Story though. It's all good. This guy has Braum 2 on 7 with 2 Warmogs. The fuck happened here? What the heck? How is that even possible, man? At least I'm killing units though. All that matters. Wait, actually, I think if he had 1 fewer units, I would have won. It's a good loss, actually, for the Bard rerolls. What went wrong in Paris? What went wrong in Paris? I played Bilgewater game 1 when I didn't really have a good, strong grasp on Bilgewater because I knew Bilgewater was OP, but I didn't get the reps on it. And so I went 8th in my very first game, and then the rest of every other game after that, I got 3rd or better. Or I think I went 3-3-4. But the problem is you just can't take an 8th. And so I played 1 game where I felt like obviously I bobbled it because I had Bilgewater, but I think that I don't even think I was bad. I just shouldn't have played Bilgewater, and then I could have just played Void instead, or I could have played Tryndamere reroll. No one was playing Tryndamere reroll at the time. No one was playing Tryndamere reroll at the time, and so I actually felt like I had a significant edge on Tryndamere Ashe because no one was playing it. And I think I could have played it in game number 1 instead. It's just that I had like a perfect Bilgewater opener. I had Twisted Fate, Illaoi 2, and Graves, and I had IE. But like I should have just played Tryndamere instead. I knew it. What's the correct way to play Bilge? The optimal way. The correct way to play it is to play it the optimal way. All right. Should I roll on 7 for Seraphine? It's probably just like save gold and go to 8, right? Oh, wait, no, the growth mindset. It's Prismatic Party. It's Prismatic Party. I need to not actually level. Next turn, I have to hold. How's the first augment work? The augment says gain HP and stats per missing player health. Oh, okay. This. Last Whisper Visage. This is also okay as well, but I think Last Whisper, just I have this taken care of. And then I have more tank items. Hodge. Hodge leaves me with bow plus belt, which is not very good. These are 2 playables. Okay. So this is fine. This is fine to play on TX for stage 4. Kaisa 1, excellent. And Kaisa just dies. Oh crap, I lose this fight. Unless? Oh my god. Dino's so OP. And growth mindset. And the faithful shall be rewarded in 5, 4, 3, 2. Call of Chaos is pretty good too. Money Monsoon is interesting. Is it Call of Chaos or Money Monsoon? The problem with Call of Chaos is if it's not Econ, it's over. It's probably Money Monsoon. It's probably Money Monsoon. But Call of Chaos also can give me items. Probably Money Monsoon. Huh! And the faithful shall be rewarded. Oh my god. I am so good. I am so good. I mean, that's fine. I'll take it. Superior life form. All good.
Embrace the cosmos.
Man, TFT is such a good game. It's such a good game. Amazing. Okay, but I didn't even hit mining drill, so is it even that good? I lost to Diana, see? I lost to Diana. Can you guys relax? Like my spot's not even that good. I didn't even get mining drill. Can't even beat Diana. Can I go for Loris 3? I need upgrades. Leona 2. Oh, that's pretty good as well.
Aim to purify.
It could be drop. It could be drop Bard, play this. Get free rerolls anyways. Make 40. I'm using my free rerolls because Tarek 2 and all these things like make a difference. I'm trying to like make sure I don't die. Plus, sometimes when you just roll 5 times. Oh my. Sometimes when you just roll 5 times, you're just picking up another dino.
Sometimes I see what the darkness is afraid of.
You're sweet.
6 pilt. 6 pilt. What's the final board that you recommend? Ornn, Fiddlesticks, Skarner, T-Hex. I need items. Everyone pick level up. Oh, man. Also, no one said anything, but finding Senna Illusion was actually kind of high rule as well. But no one said anything, so you guys can't say anything now. That's the rules. 2 fawns. The Whirlwind's double Yordle. Ornn with a bow. Okay. If I can farm 1 item with this, it's huge. You always high roll? We're just used to it. It's not true. Is that really true? That's not true. Is it? No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I can lose 2, go to 9, and roll then. Oh, man. Now I kind of want the Bard for the econ. Because the thing about Bard... Draven 3... Yikes. Oh, God. That guy is so strong. Wait. Everyone's so strong in my pool. That's not good. No mining drill as well. I actually think I'm in a really bad spot.
You emerge from
this guy is so strong.
Let us end this.
I'm not killing the MF as well. Wrong angle. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I mean, what? I already apologized. Like, what?
You're sweet.
What? Yo, after this game, I'll be ready. Let me know if you're when you on. I mean, Seraphine too. Don't buy Seraphine. It's 1 gold.
I'll fight if you
It's
make
1
me.
gold.
Sing instead.
You're joking. Not. I don't buy 1 gold. It's 1 gold. You're acting like I can't sell Seraphine. Count Chonkula. Wait, that's actually a great username. Oh. Unfortunately, a lot of bad things happen fight RNG wise this fight. $18, that's 2 lives. Okay. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. I might have to play Leona if I have no anti-heal. I just need Dino 2, and all will be forgiven. Right? You guys promised you would forgive me if I hit Dino 2. What are your New Year's resolutions? To hit my 2-star 5 costs. On time. On time.
The sun always rises.
When I need to.
My forge is my home.
Could have gone for a Z or 2.
Shurima's legacy will endure.
Try to keep up.
Give yourselves to Shurima. The order is given.
All right, looking good, looking good. Looking way better. Now I could actually go for the Seraphine if I wanted to, but probably not. Now swap items with Lucian and Dino.
All in good time.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Well, good. Just like that, my New Year's resolution is done. always good to finish early. And I have this, and I have this. Dino has a bunch of HP. It's all good. All right. Renekton. How do I get rid of Renekton? How do I play Renekton? Taric out, Renekton in. I mean, that's like one way to do it. What's the benefit of playing 2 stream again? Resistances? 20 max HP. I mean, if I get there, maybe. I mean, ultimately, you cut Braum, right? I'm just like holding on because I need my front line. Oh. 1 second. Artifact. Defiance. That's a good one from Renekton. Kindred.
Nothing will stop me.
How much magic damage is there? A decent amount, actually. I put it on Ornn for now, just for max HP.
You're the emperor of mashed potatoes and gravy.
Double Dino over Fiddle right now. I don't have enough items for him. It'd just be another Dino. It would just be like another Dino naked. Oh, well, consuming a 2-star, which is like okay, just not. Yeah, the reason why I'm putting it on Ornn is just I just need Ornn to be the biggest chungus he can possibly be. And then I need to go. I need to take out Vi and put in Seraphine. Right. I need Seraphine back. Someone said don't make the Seraphine. And then now I need the Seraphine. Third item for backline. Larry's going for MF3. He has 5 MFs. Also, man, no one likes a rat. But thank you. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Deny his MF. Ornn, Volibear, Seraphine.
Here, let me try. Shurima.
Taric. Seraphine.
Massacre them.
There's an MF in my shop. Should I hold it?
Like you choose the wrong side.
Dude, he's not going for MF3. I think he actually is playing for top 4 now. I think a lot of people accept that I won the game due to my superior intellect and skill. And so I think I think a lot of people are just playing for second right now, which makes sense actually. This Bilgewater player is actually really scary though. The Bilgewater player is actually really scary. He's really high cap. Growth mindset skill. I mean, it's in the name. It's all in the mentality. Wait, why did I buy Volibear? Fiddlesticks pair. Shyvana's good. I have to worry about clumping. So
You invited your own end, Azir.
okay, he's spread out. Smart. Oh! Onto the Kindred. Nice! Kindred died. Yes! Wow, that's actually crazy. Exact damage to kill Kindred. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he is so bad. Diana player gets second. There's no justice, man. Okay, I know that everyone hates Dino, but I actually hate Diana more. Is that a bad take? I hate Diana so much more than I hate died. Is that a bad take? It might be a bad take. I just think it's the worst. Of course, a Dino player would say that. Don't make it political, man. I'm not. I'm just speaking hard facts, and if you can't accept it on this fine New Year's Eve day. Hold on 1 second. Let me. 42. Oh, I can level and just play Shyvana. I don't want to actually set up Renekton with a threat here. I could level next turn and then level and yeah, go for it. Oh, wait. Come on, Dino. Oh, the laser lineup. Yeah. Well played. And a happy new year. Okay. Diana, I feel like you get the sweat positioning each round only to get grief because you fight a different board. I mean, it's not even like sweating for Diana. You're just guessing. Like, how would you describe playing in a professional rock, paper, scissors tournament? Would you consider that sweating for positioning? Well, maybe it's rock. Well, I did throw paper last time. Maybe it's scissors. Congrats, you just played Diana. That's what it is. What do you mean, like, I had to sweat positioning? You're just guessing. You're just guessing. You're just like the fools on Polymarket, trying to just catch whatever the wave is or the vibes is of the day. Professional rock, paper, scissors sounds like fighting games. That's right. You're playing Street Fighter 6. Diana is just Street Fighter 6. Are they going to throw? No, they're not. No way they're going to throw 5 times in a row. Nice pivot. That's true. I actually wasn't even trying to play this, by the way. I was trying to play Diana. The comp I was just flaming. I picked Comeback Story. You're not picking Comeback Story into Piltover. That's just not a thing. All right, guys. We got Tleyds in chat. We're going to do our... We're going to do our thing. Okay. Let me call him real quick. Tleyds. All right. We're going to be doing our New Year's celebration with Greg. Greg will be joining us in call. What up, Greg? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello. Sorry, I was like,
what's up?
What's up? How's it going?
Not bad. So you're not streaming right now, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So is it cool if we use your webcam?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. I usually have a tradition. Okay, well, I don't know if we have time. I actually have to go in like an hour and a half because I ended up playing a little bit longer than I wanted to. I have a tradition. There's two things I wanted to do today. We might only have time for one. One of them was to kind of reflect on the year and do some of our best hits of like 2025 because so much happens that it's just hard to remember. And it's nice to have like a time collage of stuff that did happen throughout the year. So like last year, for example, I think I did it with Ray. Let's see, where was the last year? So the last year, it's kind of a mess every single year. Yeah, this is Frodan Guides. And we just kind of like post like all the crazy stuff of the metas and the different things that happen. Like Dishsoap wins his first Worlds last year. And then he won his stuff like that. And we also reflect on all the sets. But I also figured that we could do that in the form of ranking TFT sets from set 11 to 15. But here's the catch. It's not just me and Tleyds giving our opinions. Chat will also give their opinion as well. So chat's going to be voting on sets 11 to 15 with me and Tleyds. What do you guys think? Does that sound fun? Hello, Greg, Tleyds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for whatever.
All right, sounds good.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, let me put on some BGM and we'll get started here. Okay, so the way it's going to work is we are going to present a set. Do you have your cam?
Oh, do you want me to turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Rankings is faster. No, come on, man. Trust me. It's not. You just sit and enjoy. Just sit and enjoy. All right. I'm just going to capture this real quick. Add.
Okay.
Window capture. Discord call. Boom. Look at that. Look at that beautiful mustache.
What's up, chat?
What's up, guys? All right. Everyone say hi. Everyone wave hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah. All right. Taylor wants to say hi as well. Okay. So the way this is going to go, I'm sharing my screen. I also shared you the link so you can edit it as well, is that we are going to rank the set based on categories. And each category, on average, we give them a score of 1 to 5. And from 1 to 5, we can use 0 and 6 if we really want to, but try not to do that. It's just for like extreme opinions. And so what I did was I went back and rebuilt a lot of the sets so that we can help us with memories, right? Because sometimes it's hard to remember. So we can walk through it. And because this goes back a little bit into last year as well, it's totally fine. But this is what help us reflect on everything that happened basically since set 11. And Tleyds is kind of a newer player. You've been playing since set 7, right?
Yes, correct.
So because in the previous ones, I actually did sets 1 to 10 with Saint and Ray. Actually, let me put Tleyds up here. And I don't think you play a lot of these sets, so.
Yeah, no, just from set 7 onward.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so I figured we can just do this, and then chat will just give us their spam, and we'll give them a number. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, cool. So I'll start things off with set 11. So set 11. Oh man, this was the first time we got encounters. The set mechanic was encounters, where you get anywhere between 3 and 5. You didn't really know. But you got between 3 and 5 random events that can have 0 to high impact. Some of the stuff was just meeting in carousel and nothing happened. And some things were, well, it was like raiding items on carousels, artifacts, a ton of gold. I have an image here. I don't know if you remember Tleyds, but there was like an optimal way you have to memorize your positioning so you can open up the orbs.
What was that?
The Tom Kench and the Kabuko ones.
Oh, I forgot about that. There was like some tech where you had to like go to like open up the orbs before you no so you could get interest. No.
That's right.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, you would like ping your mini map, and like wherever your ping was on the mini map, you would have to like try to find that on the carousel.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
So there was fun things like that. There's some of the champions and traits. We had Hui. This was the first time we saw Hui in TFT. He was when he released. He was a mythic. Sorry, not a mystic. He was a mythic artist. We had Syndra, if you remember the Faded meta, and of course a really cool Irelia. Some of the other highs and lows of the set. Kabuko was TFT's first original champion. That actually was in set 11, and that was the introduction of Kabuko. There was a hero augment patch, if you guys don't remember, where Story Weaver Garen or Raid Boss, you get like Time Knife Shen plus Raid Boss, or the Yorick hero augment with Raid Boss. There was an encounter in the game that would just end the game at 5-3. It was the Kane encounter, where whatever position you were in, it would just end it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that was the placements. There was a really cool comp, Find Vintage, which turned all your items into support items, and you would make ZZ Rots and play Heavenly to make the ZZ Rot actually carry. You didn't actually have units carry the comp. It was ZZ Rots.
That comp was so fun. I'm pretty sure it was like, how long did we play it for? Was it just one patch? It might have been one patch only.
I think it was one patch.
We found out about it and it like got optimized and it was so OP.
It was very OP.
You would just you would just die to these turbo-statted like ZZ rots with infinite attack speed and armor and MR from lockets and whatnot. Oh my goodness.
It was great. And you would just take every item possible and just slam it on your bench and just like pray for this stuff. Exalted. This was the first time we saw Exalted. It was a really fun mechanic. A lot of people always would check it. Basically, Exalted was it would pick a set of champions, of 5 champions, and if you played them, it created the Exalted trait and gave you bonus damage for your whole team. But it was different each game. So it could be, you know, Shen, Yorick, Alawi, and Janna, and then next game it could be, you know, Hui, Syndra, Irelia, whatever. And so it created some theoretically flex boards, which is very fun. This is the set that gave us artifacts, Tleyds, in its current form. We got like 25 new artifacts. Before artifacts were like there's only like 9 or 10. And then set 11 gave us everything, including some hits like Eternal Winter, if you remember that. Forbidden Idol on Tom
Forbidden
Kench.
Idol. Was that Tom Kench Bard?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh my, the artifacts this set, like Wits End, Bard, Idol Kench. There was another one that you would pair with Idol and instantly win the game. Do you remember what that was? Was it like
oh, I know what you're talking about. It's you would get mana, right?
It was Innervating Locket, right? Or something?
Yes. They took that out since.
Yeah,
It's not in the game anymore.
Idol plus Locket, and your Tom Kench would just have like 40,000 HP, and then just 1v9.
Yeah. So there was that. There was also the loot streak mechanic was Fortune, and it was so troll because in order to double down, you would have to push your luck and you would roll a die. And depending on what number you rolled was how many turns until your next Fortune cash out. And sometimes you would just roll a 6, which meant 6 rounds until your next cash out, which obviously you can't afford to lose a lot of times. So that was also really, really silly. One of the most iconic reroll comps of the set was Dragon Lord Amumu, which was like a Janna Lux. And then Sage Silas, which was aka Sabio Flex.
Man, the socks comp.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So, and then, of course, working out with set makes you bigger. One excerpt I clipped from the Devlinings article was, over the next few sets, you're going to see us make attempts to bring down complexity ceiling without removing the depth from the game. The depth is especially important to retain, so finding if we can find ways to cut unnecessary complexity while maintaining TFT depth. That's pretty funny given what happened a year later. So, yeah.
Apparently, I think it's back. Never mind.
Oh, sorry. Your cam. Oh, I think it's because I alt tabbed.
Cam went out for
my bad.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so with that being said, it's time to give our rankings. So Tleyds, from the set mechanic alone and your enjoyment of it, give me your ranking for set 11.
Okay, man. When you put all these like the summary, and we've been sitting on 4 sets, I look at this and I'm like, you know what? It actually seemed pretty fun. Like there were some good comps.
Really?
I had a good time playing it. Like Irelia was really cool. But I will say I remember absolutely despising the set mechanic, and that doesn't go away.
Okay.
I think I would give it. I think there's something about the mechanic where a huge swing going into the game, like for example, like hacks, encounters, those types of mechanics, when it's a huge swing in the game that's like out of your control and you can't make any decisions to combat it, feels really, really bad when it doesn't go your way. I personally don't like those types of mechanics, so I think I would lean more towards like, I would maybe give this like a 1. I actually, I really did not like set mechanics. I think, or I didn't like this set mechanic. Another example is like, say you're playing reroll, and you're, you know, in a good spot, you're win streaking stage 3, and all of a sudden you see a little encounter on like 3-5, and it's just Kha'Zix. And everyone gets like growth mindset, right? Everyone goes from instead of leveling to 4 XP, it's level to 3 XP. So everyone just goes straight to 9 and straight to 10, and you've already spent all your gold. So it's like one encounter, you know, Kha'Zix showing up lowers your average placement by like, I would say 2 to 3 placements, just from that encounter showing up. So stuff like that I really didn't enjoy compared, and I'm just ranking this with all of the. So should it be relative to only 11 through?
No, just your general
15?
gem. It's your rating system, so you can just have fun with it.
Okay, yeah, I
You
would
can
say
give
1 to
all
2, but
ones.
I'll just give it a 1 for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Just type what number. We're gonna take the most popular, or Tleyds and I will just be like, yeah, what's the vibe? What is your 1 to 5? Or you can type 0 to 6 if you care about it. But what is how do you guys rate the set mechanic of set 11? Okay, I see a lot of 2s, 1s, a couple 3s. Looks like it's a lot of 2s. Mortdog says 2. Damn. All right, well, Mortdog said 2. Looks like 2 sounds pretty
I think 2.
reasonable.
I think 2 is fair.
Yeah.
I think 2 is fair.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give the mechanic. Okay, I actually think this mechanic had more promise, but I also think that the implementation of it was far too swingy. Because there's also a lot of them that we haven't talked about. There was a recombob one, if you remember as well, with Rakan. You could just recombob your board. They were just they cooked a little too hard on them. And so some of them they went a little bit too wild on it. So
or there's just what like it's like super swingy or just nothing.
Yes.
And it's like a super intense emotion that you feel every encounter, and there's like 4 or 5 per game. So it's definitely too swingy.
But it wasn't so bad. Like some of them were pretty fine. The ones that did nothing were fine. The Lilia augments one that moved it earlier ended up being something we adopted later on anyways. But you know what? Actually, I'll give it a 2 because there were actually some fun ones, but it wasn't all bad. But it was still pretty bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Set design. Set design is like overall, how do we like the design of the set? This is like the traits and the champions themselves. And I actually give this one. I actually think this one's pretty underrated because I think some of the champions were really cool. Like I don't know if you guys remember Irelia, but she was a unique 5 cost who does something she doesn't do in League of Legends. They put a lot of effort into stuff like that. And they also did a couple of other really interesting champions as well. I thought Hui was really fascinating, even though I mean these are like I'm biased because these are some of my favorite champions. I also thought Umbral was really fun, even though it was like pretty straightforward. It was basically KDA, but on one side versus the other. And so I actually enjoyed it, and I think the porcelain meta was pretty fun too. Back when you could flex Ashe and Annie. So overall, I thought it was pretty solid. Oh, and Lissandra, you're right. Lissandra was the one that put him in the teapot.
Oh, Lissandra, the 5 cost.
Yeah. Okay, Tleyds, set design, 1 to 5.
Yeah, so for set design, I think I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I actually, when I saw the Aurelia, I was like, man, Aurelia was really cool. Like you would go red buff Aurelia, she would go on any board. I think her design was really fun to play. She was a strong unit, capped around good traits. I also remember like the faded Dryad comp. That was one of my favorite comps of the set with like Syndra, Ornn, Azir, and you capped around like Azir and you would spawn the soldiers and whatnot when he ulted.
Ink Shadow was cool.
Yeah, there's also Ink Shadow. I think like a lot of the 5 costs I enjoyed playing. Hui was good. I liked Umbral. If I remember a lot of these units, I would say the set design is pretty good. So I would actually give it, since I was so harsh on set mechanic, I'll give it a 4.
Okay, that's fine.
For set design. Yeah.
All right. Chat, what do you guys think? What is the set design score on your guys for Inkborn Fables? And design could just be anything from design of the champions, the traits. There's the augment design. Try to separate from the mechanic though. Well, a lot of 4s, some 5s. Some people really liked it. I think 4 is where most people are at though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with chat this time. Fun factor. Did you guys have fun though? How much fun did you guys have in set 11? Design, mechanic. Where is overall the fun level for you guys? 3, 5, 6. No way. You think this was... Some of you guys were saying 5 is crazy. All right, what do you think? It looks like it's a lot of 3s.
Yeah.
It looks like it's 3s. Okay. Fun factor. All right, Tleyds, did you have fun this set overall?
I feel like... You know what? I'm actually going to do something real quick.
What's up?
I just want to look. I just want to see what set I have the most games played.
Oh, okay. I'll go while you do that. I actually think this set was really fun in hindsight. It's just a bunch of BS. Like, I think competitively, there were so many, like, grown moments. But I'm not going to lie. Okay, maybe this is a hot take, but I actually think that, like, things like the Kane counter was actually kind of hype. because you just knew the game was ending, and so you saw a lot of people all in, and it was actually a trick to all in too early. Like some people thought they had to push tempo, and they would like all in to try and preserve HP, but that was actually
they would play
a
like
trick.
psychos.
Yeah,
It's like level 1, 2, 2.
And it made some of these things like really tense, even though it was kind of degen at the same time. But I guess that's pretty interrelated with TFT. All right. What about you, Tleyds? Fun factor.
All right, so I looked, and set 11, I actually have the second most played game on.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I think like I enjoyed the set in terms of the design, but man, I just remember disliking the mechanic a lot. So I think that like played a factor. I think overall I would give it a 3 in terms of in terms of my enjoyment of it on it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. While you're at it, talk to me about balance this set if you can remember. I gave you some of the.
Oh yeah, it's hard to remember balance. I remember a couple of things. I remember Mythic being like pretty bad for a lot of the set until the end, and then like the Amumu comp rising in popularity for a lot of the end. Dryad Syndra, Umbral never really got like a crazy.
There was Yone reroll. For a while.
Oh yeah, there was. Oh, true.
It was
but
like
Yone was
Reaper
with
Yone.
Heavenly, right?
Yeah, that's true actually.
There was a lot of like Heavenly
just for a
stuff that was
little bit,
problematic.
Yeah.
Was reroll dominant a lot of this set? Do you remember?
Yeah, there was well, the end of the set, there was the Janna Lux Dragon Lord reroll.
Yeah, there's also like Ghostly Senna and stuff like that.
Yeah, Ghostly Senna. There was also hero augments. There was a patch where every hero augment was really broken.
Yeah.
Like very, very broken. Garen, I looked at my YouTube thumbnail. The Garen hero augment was averaging a 3.7.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's really hard to remember past balance. What would I put? Maybe I'll give it like a 2 or a 3. I'll give it a 3.
A 3?
Stay
that works.
Average. Yeah.
All right. Okay, chat. What do you guys think? The balance of set 11. After we've talked about everything, all the spam with find vintage, some of the porcelain ash, the trick shot Kaisa. There's trick shot Kaisa when everyone was spamming at that patch.
Oh, there was fortune into trick shot Kaisa. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Oh my.
1. No.
Okay, fortune was. Can I actually change mine to a 2 because of fortune? Fortune was really problematic. Sure. Also, trainer golems giving you a fortune emblem, you won the game for free. All you had to do was flip another fortune emblem, hit 7 fortune, and you're like 3-star 5 cost.
Okay.
I'm back to 2.
I think chat's saying mostly 2. There's a couple of people spamming 1 a lot. I'm 2 as well. No need to really elaborate more than that. Aesthetics, I think this one's easy for me. I think this is one of their best looking sets ever. It's an art-driven set. It's an art-driven set. I like the Eastern paintbrush, you know, the portrait, like calligraphy, like all that kind of stuff speaks a lot to me because that's probably because of my heritage. So I liked it. I know for some people it wasn't their vibe, but aesthetically, I think the set was very, very pretty. The reason why I know is because if you go back and look at screenshots of set 11, and you just look at things like the carousels, and you look at the maps and things like that, you're just like, oh my gosh, it's very, very pretty.
Yeah.
So I would probably give it a 5 here. Tleyds?
Yeah, I think I'll agree with you. I'm just trying to compare it to some recent sets, and I think I would probably give it like a 4 in terms of art and aesthetics. I really enjoyed, you know, like I said, set design and how it looked in terms of playing it. So yeah, probably a 4.
And then chat, what do you guys say? I see a lot of 6s. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, wow. Everyone's giving an extreme opinion. A lot of people love.
6 is crazy.
Yeah. And then we have replayability, although I guess that's kind of like fun. Actually, I'm thinking about if we cut this category. Because I think
it's kind of similar to fun factor, right?
Yeah. Fun factor. How about like fun / replayable?
Yeah, that works.
That sounds like it works, right? Fun factor and replayability, because I think it's like the same thing ultimately. So we can just go ahead, update this. Okay. So with that said, what is our final score? Let's calculate. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, actually, no, let me do this way. 5 plus, sorry, 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6 scores a 47. Sorry. Okay, solid. All right, solid. Hopefully I calculated that right? I didn't do that wrong. Okay.
I wasn't paying attention.
In chat, if I did that wrong, let me know.
That was right. That was right.
47 out of what? Oh,
yeah. So it'd be
15 times 5, 75.
75. Yeah.
It'd be this out of 75. Boom.
So around like a average, like mid average. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Okay,
Ooh.
so set 12. Tleyds, why don't you walk through set 12 as much as your memory can give?
I just I instantly see this one unit staring me in the face, and man, some memories come back. Wow. Okay, so where should I start? I mean, do you want me to kind of just go through the
just talk about as much as you can remember of this set. Start from the mechanic. Start from the mechanic.
Gotcha. So this mechanic for set 12 was charms. And if I remember correctly, it was a piece of text or something that you could control or buy every like 3 rolls in your right shop slot.
That's correct.
And basically it would just have different things you could do, like gain some gold or gain combat power or gain an item. It started off what's the word? Tame, and then it would get more swingy towards the later stages of the game. Overall, I thought, yeah, I mean, it was a good set mechanic. There were some traits like Syndra, Callista, Smolder. I'm trying to think who else was in set 12. You had like Karma, the Incanter. Nami,
Portal. Yeah,
Eldritch,
Portal Rise, which was
Portal.
fun.
Yep.
You had Frost.
Portal was fun.
Olaf.
Ari, the 5 cost. Was that this set?
Which one?
Or am I misremembering? Ari, the 5 cost.
Ari was an Arcana 2-cost reroll. You would reroll her,
no, that was
and you would position her in like a weird way.
Different set.
Yeah, and then there was
Arcana.
There's Fairy, there's Honeymancy. There's a Honeymancy set as well.
Honeymancy. There was also like Pyro Varus, like the Pyro Varus Arcana comp with Zareth.
Yep.
Cap. That was fun. Okay.
For sure. Okay. So a couple of other highs and lows. Oh my god, the Fairy patch, Fairy Callista. Actually, that was like multiple patches.
Yeah.
That was like for a month and a half.
That was multiple.
We had Desperate Plea. Oh my god, I wrote this charm down because it was so problematic. There was a charm that said you could not die. You just would not die, and then you just gain an extra life.
Oh, you got like 90 something gold or whatever, right? Or
no. That was you just cannot die this turn. That's it.
That was it.
Yeah,
that was your whole augment
this turn. And then they eventually nerfed it to say you take half damage instead.
Was it Prismatic? Or was it?
No, this was a charm. You just buy. You
would
roll
it was the charm. Oh, I forgot. It was the charm. You would just get scammed a placement because of Desperate Plea.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And then there was also there's a couple of other ones too. There's like a golem or get a dragon charm as well, which was
the dragon.
Yeah.
Or like artifact. You could get an artifact for a certain amount of gold.
Yes. Oh my god, that was also crazy.
Yep.
This was also the set where they started introducing some high-risk augments. This is one where they introduced Trait Tracker. They introduced Golden Quest. If you guys remember that, that's like the one where you save 160 gold and you get a 2-star 5 cost. Fortune was not actually a trait this set. They made it into an augment. And that was actually quite balanced, but people thought it was like the least fun Fortune or lose streak they ever made. This was also the first time we ever saw Talker's Trials, which was a big, cool thing for TFT in general, just having PvE. This is also the first set they introduced Frying Pan. They did halfway through the set. Frying Pan got introduced and became a permanent part of TFT in set 12. Other comps like Karma Preservers, What the Forge was also an augment, and this is what Title used to win the World Championship. And
Yeah.
of course, Xerath Charms, which ends up being actually quite relevant because right now in set 16, we are playing some Xerath Charms as a throwback. So yeah. And then I thought this was interesting as well from the Devlinings articles. We want to have our all champions at all costs have avenues to win games because that's actually not 100% true of design philosophy for set 16 because they want you to be playing around more 4 and 5 costs. I thought that was really interesting because obviously like it might look like I'm like pulling up gotchas, but it's more about how a lot of our understanding of TFT and the devs evolve over time. So I don't want it to be interpreted as like, haha, well, it looked like they were wrong on that. It's more like it's interesting that we say that and where we are now, because that's the whole point. We just like look back and reflect. Okay, so set mechanic. I'll go first here. I think this is one of the best set mechanics they've ever introduced because people talk about Bard right now, and they like Bard from the perspective of I can do something on stage 2. I actually can roll on stage 2, and it feels like there's interesting things to do. What do you hold the Ionia? Do you hold the Bilgewater? Do you hold Leona? And that was actually kind of what Charms did. It actually gave you incentive to roll on stage 2. And I think that's one of the more unique things about this mechanic that I really liked. There's obviously some imbalances. We actually didn't even talk about Charms being there's some early game Charms that were really problematic. It was like one that gave you a free shop roll. And so you could just actually look and 2-star your unit and just have an opener versus others that got nothing. Like you would see your next opponent, that was it. But that's a balance issue and not a set mechanic thing. I think this is an easy 5 for me. I actually intended to give it a 6, but I think Charms is, if they didn't have things like Desperate Plea, it'd probably be a 6. All right, T-Lights, what do you think about the set mechanic?
Yeah, I'm trying to consider what I would give this. I think I agree. I never felt a time where I was mad at the mechanic itself rather than like the balance of the mechanic, like you were saying, right? Like there's, you know, you load into a dragon or you get earthquaked or desperate plea artifacts. Like there's a lot of things that can, you know, make you dislike the mechanic, quote unquote, but that's more of a balance thing. I think in terms of the design, I really liked like that it's interactive. It was not too invasive. And it also, one thing that worried me at the beginning was like getting used to level 8 roll down or level 9 roll down, like a fast transition, and you have to sit there and like buy charms, but that actually ended up not being like too much of an issue.
Yeah.
You would always just like settle for first charm that you thought was okay and then try to get more rolls. So I would agree. I think since there is a 6, I'll give it a 5. Wasn't my favorite one yet, but it was very, very good.
All right. Okay, chat, hit us with it. Set mechanic. How about hit us with the set mechanic, and then afterwards you guys can go on design as well. All right, 5 5 5 4 5 4 3 5 5 4 5 2 5 5 4 5 0. All right, looks like a lot of 5s across the board. I think a lot of people really enjoy it. The thing that I was worried about with Charms was how much reading it would be, but it turns out once you learn it, it becomes quite intuitive. I actually gave feedback to Riot about that. I said, I don't know about how much reading I want to do this set, but it ended up being good. So, all right, set design. T-Lides. What do you think about the design of the set? And this
design of set.
Yeah, if you want traits, I can read them to you if you want.
So in terms of like art and units, it's hard for me to remember a lot of it, which makes me think that I would put it a little bit lower compared to set 11. I think I enjoyed some of the designs. Like I liked Pyro, I liked Arcana. I thought that was a good trait. Honey Mancy was okay. But I would say overall probably a 2 or a 3 in terms of like what I remember.
Okay.
And how I enjoyed the units and the art of the set. I'll probably give it a 3. Yeah.
Okay, 3. All right, chat, where are you guys at with set design? I'll just keep naming stuff so you guys know. So there's like warriors. There was like a Kali and Neela reroll. This was back when they had like RFC. There was the multi-striker Hecarim, if you remember that one as well.
Yes.
There was Warwick. Warwick with the only artifact you could play with Warwick because he had no mana. I forgot what it was called.
Sugarcraft.
There was Sugarcraft as well. That's right. Looks like a lot of 2s and 3s as well. Oh, Vampiric Scepter. That's right. Where we're at? What do you think? I think it's a 2 probably from chat.
Yeah, I would say I saw more 2s, but it's like a 2.5 from chat mainly.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. And then set design for me, I actually thought the set design was fine. I think thematically they did well, and it's actually probably going to bleed a little bit into aesthetics, but I thought this was solid. I think it had high potential for the design of the set, but there's a couple of friction around trait webs stuff, especially around the verticals, which ended up becoming a problem not just in this set but also in set 14. But I think that. I think overall it was fine. It could have been a lot more. Okay, fun factor and replayability. What do you think, Tleyds? Your fun factor and replayability for this set.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember what I put for 11.
You put
for fun factor.
You put 3.
3. I would say I'd probably give it a 3 again. I would say like I enjoyed 11, 12 around the same. I like the mechanic a lot more. Maybe I would give it a 4, but I would say 3 is fair.
Okay. I actually give it a 4. I think I'm biased. This was also the EWC set, and so it was competitively really interesting because of that. And then I also think that the meta actually shifted a lot constantly. I went through my YouTube videos, right, and it just there's a lot of interesting comps that showed up, and I thought Charms was a really fun thing. So. Overall, my fun factor was pretty high. Chat, what do you guys think? Where did you guys have fun? How replayable was the set? Did you guys play a lot of games? Looks like 53430 331033 -5. Wow, some extreme opinions on this. Looks like a lot of 3s, especially because we're getting extreme opinions as well. A lot of 5s and 1s, so. I think 3 is going to be the case. Okay, balance. I'm going to go first. This is one of the worst balance sets for a lot. I think maybe it's a controversial opinion, but like, because a lot of people are going to talk about set 15 balance, but I think it's actually really bad. So I would say that set 12's balance. Unfortunately, there was release Syndra, and then there was the fairy patches over and over, and then there was all the problematic stuff as well. I would say that this would be the one thing that I hope that they never repeat again. So I give it a 0. I have to because it was so extreme for me. What about you, Tleyds?
Man, I also have to give it a 0. I think one thing I remember telling my stream in these recent sets is I was like, when anyone was complaining about balance, I said it is not even close to how bad Syndra was on launch. And what we had to do. Emily Wang had a subathon for I think like 3 weeks, maybe even longer, like a month. And the Syndra patch was not B patched, and it was over like a break. So she sat there playing Syndra meta for like 3 weeks straight. I've never seen the life drain out of someone quicker in my life. It was so bad. I hated the Syndra patch. It was also during EWC, which is like, you know, a pretty big deal. Watching just, you know, a 2-cost take over the meta, a 2-way contested on each team, just like really, really hard to spectate and enjoy as a viewer. And then also, like you said, Fairy Callista, really, really problematic for a lot of players who, you know, would just open and then you play Fairy Callista and you win out. Nothing can beat it. It was in meta for a long time. Some charms were also, like I was saying earlier, like really, really swingy. Dragon, Desperate Plea, Earthquake. It almost felt like late game you would save your gold and you would just roll down and pray you hit the good charm. And if you hit the good charm compared to your, you know, your enemy, it didn't even matter the board you had, you were gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really hard set to play competitively. I would give the balance a 0.
Yeah. The Fairy Callista, if you guys don't even know what we're talking about with Fairy Callista, chat, vote for this while we drop your number while I talk about this. Fairy Callista would say that it would be a trait that give you items, and you put those items on the fairy champions. And at 3 fairy, you would get an offensive one, and at 5 fairy, you get a defensive one. So because of that, all you need to build was 1 Rage Blade and 1 Stone Plate, and you would have an unkillable Rakan even at 1 star, and a Callista that would infinitely scale with Rage Blade. It's also a big reason why Rage Blade got reworked because of that kind of dynamic. So it was. You would legitimately have.
Do you remember what the offensive item
Callista,
did?
and it was correct.
Do you remember what the offensive item did? Was it like
I think it was like
stats on auto or something, or
I can actually go and look it up. TFT Academy Fairy Callista. Or yeah, so I could look at it. So the item was after dealing damage 12 times, gain 25% damage for the rest of combat. Yeah.
I see. This is a damage amp item.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd go double rage blade most of the time. Double rage blade and then one stone blade, and you're good.
Double rage, yeah. And
unkillable.
Yep. Heaven forbid you high roll things like the Milio to give you items as well.
Oh yes, Milio.
All right, aesthetics. Aesthetics of the set. I actually like the bewitching charm. I thought it was kind of like TFT's take on a whimsical Harry Potter. Like I kind of thought it was like that. So I actually wanted to like the sets because I dig it overall. It's a big. I'm a big fan of the household, but I think they didn't nail it. So overall, I thought the aesthetics were solid. I also thought the music was really good. I still use music in my YouTube videos. For example, when we do Chibi Challenge, the game show I do, we use like set 12 themes of it. So overall, I think they did really good. I think it could have been a little bit better, but I like the Eldritch horror type stuff and things like that. So overall, solid for me. All right, Tleyds.
I would say I really enjoyed like some of the traits. Like I was saying, Pyro comes to mind. Honeymancy. What else? Like Arcana, Pyro, Honeymancy. So I would say like there are some memorable things that I enjoyed about the aesthetics, visually. So I'd maybe give it a 3. Yeah,
3. Okay, chat. What do you guys think? 1 to 5. The fairy aesthetic was you could not tell units apart. That's true. You also couldn't tell Warwick and Twitch apart.
Oh yeah, Frost.
The
Frost set.
You couldn't tell that apart as well.
Actually, I liked Frost. Frost is a good trait.
All right, what do we have? We have 4s, 3s, 5s, 3s, 4s, 4s. A lot of 4s. I think we're landing on 4 around here. It looks like it's going to be a 4. Okay, so math. 15, 20, 23, 27, 30, 33, 33, 37, 40, 44. Okay, you know what? Honestly, for a category where they scored 0, 44 is not bad. For a category they scored 0 on.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I mean, if you really think about it, it's like 44 to 60 because battles was just not a category at all. All right. So that's set 12 in a nutshell. Let's move on to set 13. This is I already know as a spoiler alert. This is Tleyds' favorite set. So why don't you walk through set 13?
Chat's gonna get rage baited by my takes.
Really? Okay. So just walk through set 13. Walk through your memories of it. Talk to me about set 13.
Yeah.
Greg.
I mean, set 13 is for sure my favorite set. It's like the one set I never stopped playing. I just played all the way until PvE. I really enjoyed it. It was my first time watching. I watched both Arcanes with the set as it came out, so I think that's a contributing factor because I hadn't seen it before. But yeah, overall, I didn't mind the mechanic as much as others. I didn't mind 6 costs as much as others. Personally, I thought Anomaly was tame. I enjoyed playing like around Black Rose. I thought the 5 costs were fun. There were some things I didn't like, obviously like family reroll being OP for so long and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed like the whole set. Like Jinx, I liked playing Jinx. I liked playing Jace. Just so many units that I remember and enjoyed. Yeah,
for sure. So the Jinx was a rebel, right? You would play rebels both as like Rebel Alawi with Jinx. Jace was Academy. Academy was different every game. I forgot if was Academy different for each player as well.
I don't actually remember. I think it was
Academy different for each person?
I think it was the same for the lobby, but I'm not like Void. Similar to Void.
It was different for each person. Okay, I remember that because a lot of people played Academy Runan's Hurricane Ezreal, which was
fun. Category 5 Ezreal.
6 costs. I mean, Release Victor was crazy. One of the strongest units they ever made. He just did everything. He CC'd, he shredded, he did damage. It hit the whole board. was guaranteed. Victor was insane. This was also a set where they got rid of portals. This is set 12. I guess we didn't talk about it, but set 12 was the last time we ever did portal voting. Set 13 was when we started doing encounters and guaranteeing what it was at the beginning of the set. Ultimate Hero. That was the thing that it wasn't just Family Hero, but a lot of people were playing Ultimate Hero, especially on their one-cost hero augments. People would put it on Steb, for example. Steb one-cost hero augment or Aurelia hero augment. There was... Oh, I forgot we probably should bold this. This was the set where we removed augment stats again. So 07 to augment stats. There was the Blunder Nocturne where he just basically was unplayable without the artifacts, but you got a lot of artifacts. And there was also some stupid stuff like Automata Mel, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Do
Do you remember the powder hero augment?
Yes.
That comp was that was one of my favorite comps.
I hope this works, is what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. And you would frontline her with a gunblade. So fun.
There was a reroll comp that people really liked that was pretty troll, where you played Maddie and you would try to do the Maddie positioning to split it. That took Reddit over by storm for a while. Smeech, people just love playing Smeech. He was a funny unit. And not just him and ambushers, but you also play Smeech and Echo. Trait unlock augments. This was something that was new to TFT, where you would get 2 units that created a new trait. We had them back actually this set as well. Things like Dragon Guards, this set, or Sentinels of Light. Back then, it was like Unlikely Duo. That's Savika and Jinx. Martial Law, which was, I believe, the Caitlyn and Bessa one.
Was that Caitlyn and Bessa?
Yeah. There's also Betrayal, which was Maddie and Bessa too, which was fun. And then the patch that made Warwick OP and then caused Soju to crash out. That was legendary. Soju had just like a legendary rant about the Blood Hunter, Warwick, and just how ridiculous it was. And then, so he quit the set. All right. Let's start with chat this time. Chat, what do you guys think about the set mechanic on a scale of 1 to 5? What do you guys think of the set mechanic? Oh, I forgot the dev learnings article. So why do you guys vote? Opening counters that dramatically shift the core way you play TFT should probably not exist in most cases. Here, referring to Warwick's Hunger. Warwick's Hunger! Oh, man. That was the one where everyone gets Spoils of War.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Warwick's Hunger.
But to an extent, the Mbessa Wandering Golem encounter does this too, but something that players overwhelmingly love, so we'll make an exception and revisit if it falls out of favor. Looks like I see 3s and 4s. A lot of 3s, I think, and there's also 2 and 5. So I think the round number here is 3. Looks like it's gonna be 3. Tleyds, what's the set mechanic for you?
I would say set mechanic wise, I'd probably give it either a 4 or 5.
Oh,
I'll give it a 5. And here's the reason. Here's the reason I'll give it a 5.
Wow.
Because it felt, I know that there were, balance issues in the mechanic with like Ultimate Hero or stuff like that, right? But it felt like you could play the game without being impacted so hard by an anomaly before, like through at least stage 4. With charms and encounters and all this, like it's super swingy, right? This felt like a pretty tame set mechanic. You could get a little extra boost to your carry. I know there were balance issues, but I enjoyed the mechanic.
Yeah, fair enough. So I actually have a split opinion. I think that the set mechanic, before they changed it, they actually changed the mechanic halfway through the set. Because people were hard forcing so much. You used to be able to see what you wanted. And when that was the case, I actually liked it. And then they changed it where you, after I think 12 rolls or something like that, it's random and you can see the same ones over and over. And that actually created a pretty frustrating play pattern for me. So I actually end up liking it less after that. But I will say that it was less healthy for the game to be in its current state. I understand why they did that, because people were forcing hunger for power. They were trying to have Urgot eat set, if you remember that, and they were hard forcing that. And what's frustrating about the previous mechanic was that it just you would be rolling for ultimate hero no matter what. It's whether or not you hit it in 5 rolls or 40 rolls. And that sucked. So
I mean, I feel like
I'm
that's
gonna
a
go
balance thing though, right? Isn't that a balance thing over mechanic? Because like it wasn't meant to be hard forced.
yeah,
I don't
true,
have
that's true.
this set Glazer, but
Yeah, fair enough. I guess I just remember that I also thought it was like kind of like whatever as well, because it was like because nothing happened for so much of the game, but
yeah.
I think you know what, I think you're right, but I think I'm just gonna keep that too because I just have a lot of bad memories associated with
That's
the
fair.
anomaly specifically.
Mhm.
But the visual
I know
was cool.
Soju hated anomalies, and I think a lot of streamers actually that I listened to also hated anomalies, but I didn't mind them that much.
Well, they in general hate every mechanic. So
fair enough.
all right, let's talk about set design. Set 13. Wow, I mean they went really crazy with this. I think first of all, I chose this image for a reason. These are all unique champions and models they had to make for this set. Savika, Smeech, Rennie, Vander. None of these units exist in Runeterra. They made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, I mean, they really pushed that and went all out for Arcane. And I think it showed, right? I think it showed. So overall, this is a 5 for me. Just because you can tell the blood effort, the blood, sweat, and tears went into the amount of effort into creating the actual set. And the trade web was pretty underrated as well. There's a couple of things that maybe could have been better. Like I thought Emissary was going to be pretty cool, ended up being a little bit restrictive at times. But overall, I really thought that they designed it super well. Okay, Tleyds, you're up next.
Yeah, I would say I'm a sorry for the show. I'm gonna give it a 5. I mean, I loved all the character design, loved the trait web, loved everything Arcane. I'll give it a 5.
All right, chat. I saw 6s in chat. Are we 6s? I think a lot of the outspoken video. Drop the number. Better or worse than set 6? You'll just have to see. You'll just have to see. All right. Actually, I think chat. I mean, leave chat to be the one that dropped the extreme opinions. They're dropping a 6 for the set design. I think a lot of people liked it.
Yeah.
All right. Fun factor replayability. Do I even have to ask Tleyds? Is it a 5?
Yeah. I mean, sorry. Give it a 5.
Give it a 5, dude. This guy is just. This
I mean, it's the one set I actually didn't quit. I kept
glazing.
playing till the end, so I feel like I gotta give it a 5.
No, I agree. This was a pretty fun set overall. I did actually play even after. Part of it was difficult because I believe I was in Japan during the World Championship when Disso won because I was playing the Street Fighter event, so I didn't get to play nearly as much. But I remember going back and actually continue to play. So I actually thought this was a very fun set to play. I think also just because they're carried by the Arcane IP, right? Just capturing the fantasy of it was huge. All right, and chat, what are you guys thinking about your fun factor and replayability? Fun factor and replayability. I would be tempted if like the 6 costs weren't so warping to probably put it a 6, but it's probably 5 for that reason.
Like, yeah, I can see people also doing like 4 for that reason.
4
because of 6 costs.
Yeah, I see a lot of 4s and 6s and some 5s. So you know what? I think it's 5 because I don't think there's a unanimous 6, and I also think that there's a handful of 4s. So, all right, balance. I think balance was actually kind of good.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. The release patch. What was the release patch before 6 costs? Even do you remember?
It was so release patch. I would say my man. I feel like I'm turbo glazing, but I think it's the best release patch I've played. Maybe this one was better. It's at 16, but the only thing that comes to my mind was Black Rose. Black Rose was pretty problematic at the beginning of the patch before 6 costs.
Oh, right, the Black Rose. I have some of the tier list stuff in the back. We have Black Rose. Oh, we have
Black Rose and Family are like the 2 things.
Chem Baron was so broken. That was not remotely balanced. Oh man.
Did Chem Baron? I feel like Chem Baron got more broken towards the end of the set, right?
No, man, no. Chem Baron's broken. Renata was also busted as well. I remember Renata. Oh my god. Academy. Conquerors. That was a fun thing too. And then Twitch.
Conqueror.
Oh my god, the Twitch comps, the experiment Twitch.
Oh, Twitch was so fun.
I
I liked
All right,
experiment.
I'm gonna go 4 for balance. Pretty well balanced, but there was definitely some outliers, and then like the 6 costs were not balanced.
Yeah, Victor
Yeah.
was.
It's probably a 3, but I think my rose-colored glasses is gonna make it a 4. What do you think?
Yeah, so trying to remember. Comparing it to all of the other sets that I've played in this time from 11 to 16, I would probably give this one a 4. I do think like Kemp Baron, Warwick, Victor, Black Rose, like those were pretty bad, but like nothing comparable to Syndra, right? So,
Wait.
I'll give it a 4.
Was this the set where we had Lone Hero Lux? Yes. Yes, it was. Oh my
Lone Hero
god!
Lux.
How could I forget? No, I'm going 3. I'm going 3, man. I'm going 3. No, it was. There was so much degen stuff this set. Oh
Okay.
my god.
Yeah.
One
that was
cost
pretty
Lux
bad.
just killing like 3-star 4 cost.
That was pretty bad.
Oh my god.
No, the clips of the 3-star 4 cost dying is actually too funny. It was only one patch though.
It was.
but it was bad.
Someone also said the Kog'Maw. Remember when you got Kog'Maw with the fumes, and you have Automata Kog'Maw?
Yes,
the Chem
the
Baron?
Chem Baron. I mean, Chem Baron in general was just pretty OP. I think
Oh my god! How
they
could I
made it too
forget?
easy to play. Like they wanted you to play into the trait, but then it was just like too easy to execute, right?
Yeah.
For a cash out. So
Okay. So people don't know what Lone Hero is. Lone Hero was an augment that said your last surviving unit gets 100% 40 attack speed and durability, and Lux would give herself a shield. But then when her next attack would scale off of AP, so you give her double Archangel so that when it scales, because of all the AP scaling, her next auto would deal like 1,500 and automatically kill, right? Or even more, right? 2,000, 3,000. So you would have her BT double Archangels, have everyone die on purpose.
you would purposely not upgrade some of your units.
Yes. And then get Sentinel, so your whole team gets magic resistance and armor.
Yeah, Sentinel is like what is it like this Defender, right? Or no, Defender. Yeah, it's like Defender. So you'd like play it with Defender, so Lux gets tanky, and then everyone dies so she starts shielding herself. And then she wasn't the thing that made it bad was she wasn't mana locked.
Oh
So-
yeah, she
so
wasn't
she
mana
would-
locked either.
She would
Oh
cast,
my
have like a
God.
2,000 HP shield, and then people would hit her as she had the shield. She would auto for like 1,500, and then recast before even taking damage. It was literally like invulnerability.
My God, what a set. Okay. Chad, what's your verdict on balance? What's your verdict on
I mean,
balance?
Chat's probably gonna go like 3 or 2 now.
I think we take the score.
We did.
Oh man. A lot of 2s,
Okay,
3s, and 4s.
I wonder if there is a set the chat will say the balance is like. What do we said on the 11 and 12?
11
I'm just
was 2, and then
then-
12 was zeros.
12 was 0.
12
Yeah.
was just zeros
Balance, I
across
think
the
will
board.
always be like probably on the lower end, right?
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah,
it's very hard to balance TFT.
It was. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3 here just because I think there's a lot of 2s, but is it 2 or 3? Everyone says it's 2. Is it 2 or 3? I mean, I feel like some people drop. There's a good amount of 4s. I'm looking at it right now. 2, 5, 3, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3. What do you guys mean it's 2? If you guys wanted it to be 2, it should have been more 2s. The 4s count, right? Because they pull up the score. They cover some of the 2s. All right, aesthetics.
I'm down for 3.
Aesthetics. What do you think, Tleyds? You love Arcane, man. Just drop the 5 and move on.
Just drop the 5 and move on. Like I don't know. I really enjoyed this set. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you know what? I'm gonna take it back. Give me a 6. I like
the Tleyds 6.
Give me a 6.
Damn, and that
I mean, I
actually
think I'm just
makes a
turbo
perfect
biased
score.
because I also watched both Arcanes.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed both of them.
Chat
But,
dropping
yeah, it
to
was good.
6 as well. All right, I'm gonna go with 5. I mean, I think they nailed it in terms of the aesthetic. The one thing I will say is I wish I liked the map better. The one that you get where it transforms into like the Silco and Jinx one. I really like the bar, the last drop, but I don't like when it transformed and turned like all red. That's a very minor complaint. I'm not complaining. I wish I wish I bought the map, but I didn't want to buy it because of the transformations. But yeah, 5 is good. Okay, so let's count our score. 2, 5, 3. That's 10. 20, 26. 26 plus 15 is 41. 44, 51, 60, 72. Really?
Wow.
A 72 out of 75. You guys are almost giving it a perfect score.
I mean, I'm down.
All right.
Goat set. I mean, I also think something about lands has to go in for me personally. So, like, I really enjoyed Macau land. I don't know where I put that in my bias, but
somewhere. The Macau.
Yeah, I mean, it's just always land sets are really good, but
6 costs right before Macau open. How about that?
Yep.
Which is hilarious. Okay, let's go into set 14. From set 13 into set 14, Shiba City. I'll handle this one for the kickoff. So the kickoff for set 14, this mechanic was hacks. Hacks are basically encounters 2.0, where a bunch of random events could happen, both in the carousel, during the rounds, and also loot orbs. If you remember, for example, hacks could give you 2 silvers or 1 gold augment, or 2 golds and 1 prismatic. It could also just give you 10 orbs, and you're just to pick up the 10 orbs, and you just got a bunch of golden items, which was crazy. So those are some examples of hacks. Some of the units that stand out to me, Exotech, if you remember, Exotech Zeri with rapid fire. Kabuko being a crazy 5 cost that ultimately fell flat, but design-wise, they had him go crazy with the cyber boss and had his own animation, everything like that. And then Urgot, how can you remember? Boombot Urgot, that ended up dominating for like the last month of the set. It was crazy. A couple of other things about the set. You remember the great item recession, where because there were so many hacks that gave you items, they decided to cut down the number of items, but sometimes the hacks wouldn't come. And you didn't know. So sometimes you would just literally be starved on items. You get 1 item carry, 2 item tank, and it's like the end of stage 4, and you're like, what is going on? Like, why? And you have to feel like if you don't have an item augment, you are in big trouble. That was crazy. There was this patch where everyone played Street Demon. That was insane. There's a nitro bug where people would use it to get extra cookies onto your nitro, and I remember that caused some drama because people said you're a nitro bug abuser, and a lot of top players were doing it. Cypher, just Cypher anything. Cypher Zed and LeBlanc. Cypher ended up being really, really dominant, especially towards the second half of the set. I wrote more like reprint City, am I right? Is because there was a lot of reprints. They reprinted Morgana immediately after that set. She was a 1 cost, kind of like a visionary type of unit. They reprinted Aphelios, Marksman Vanguard, right? They reprinted Street Demon as KDA. So a lot of people, one of the big complaints about this set was the amount of reprint at lower tier. Riot did end up saying in their Dev Learnings article that was intentional because they thought there was going to be a lot of new players from set 13, Arcane. So they wanted to reprint to make the transition easier to set 14. They said that was a mistake, the amount that it was so in your face about reprints, but there was a lot of reprints. 10 Anima, 10 Street Demon, 10, there's a lot of prismatics. This set actually reached prismatic so often that it forced the next set to redo prismatic entirely because there was just so much prismatic traits in this set, if you remember. The open fort amp fast 9. Oh man, this patch infuriated me where there's so many people just open forted and went amp Annie and Samira. That was not a good patch. And then item reworks. They reworked Rageblade this set. This is when they cut Runin's Hurricane and introduced Kraken. This is when they cut Redemption and introduced Visage. This is when we said goodbye to Shiv and got Void Staff instead. This all happened. And then one of my favorite comps of the set that was super fun was Rapid Fire Vernected. Long Crocodile. That ended up being a very fun composition to play. And it was quite dope. All right. So with that being said, Tleyds, what do you think about the set mechanic? Start us off.
I mean, I gave encounters, I think I gave them like a 1. And it's for the same reason that I just didn't like the amount of swinginess and variability that for things you couldn't control. Hacks felt very similar to encounters to me. I do think one thing I'll give to hacks over encounters is I actually liked the double silver versus gold augment. I thought that would be really problematic in terms of balancing, but there was a lot of times where I'd find myself either clicking 2 silvers or clicking the gold, whatever one was best for my spot. I enjoyed that aspect of hacks. I think that's the only thing I can remember enjoying of it, so I'm gonna give it a 2 overall.
Okay.
Just way too much swinginess for me. It felt very similar to encounters. Yeah.
Yep. I feel the same way. I actually think it was better than encounters, and I gave this mechanic a 2, but I don't think it deserves a 3, so I'm gonna keep it at a 2. But I think they did learn about some things from the encounters. You know, there wasn't like random radiance and carousel of. I think they did bring back a carousel of some shenanigans. Oh, this is a hack where you get like 25 champions on the carousel, something like that. So there's some shenanigans that happen.
Yeah.
Overall, it's just the same feeling. I think they did do it better, but overall, not enough to improve the score. Okay, guys, chat. What do you guys think? Set mechanic for Cyber City. Hit me with the number while I read this dev learnings article. While the gameplay side of this update landed well, we missed the mark in a major way when it came to communication. Many players in our balanced design team are happy with the new Rage Blade. It's more versatile across champions and avoids the multiplicative scaling that's been a long-standing balance headache. But even when the change is good, making adjustment to a beloved item without proper heads up isn't the way to go. Which is interesting because Riot thought it was a successful rework, but they actually got complaints because they didn't actually communicate about the change. And as a result, they view that as not very good. All right, a lot of 1s and 2s. There's some 3s. So I think 2 sounds pretty reasonable. Not like a lot of unanimous 1s. Set design. I think this is where I probably put my complaints about the reprints into it. I think it goes under set design. It just felt like there was, not only is it all the reprints, I actually really didn't like the way Anima Squad was made either. Anima Squad was like, you got these weapons, right? You played 3, 5, 7, and it became kind of like, I don't even know what they do half the time. And you just kept clicking it. And then Mortdog was like, well, if you're doing the physical damage, pick the physical damage one. If you're doing the magic damage, do the magic damage one. And it all became kind of like opaque. So I didn't like that. I thought Kabuko had really flip-floppy of like where he actually landed. He had potential to be really cool. And Cyber Boss in general was kind of flat there. But there were some good aspects of the set as well. So I think, wait, but the 5 costs were actually kind of good. I remember this set. I put this image for a reason. I thought Garen with the mods was really cool. I think they actually cooked with the 5 costs. Zach with his blobs was also really fun too. So I feel like I can't give it a 1, even though there's a lot of problems I have complaints with it. I mean, Renekton was pretty interesting as well. I'm trying to pull up the set 14 tier list. I think they actually had a lot of cool 5 costs. Oh, I also thought Golden Ox was a really good trait. Even though Golden Ox was not very good for a lot of the set until Graves came in the picture, I thought that was one of the coolest like snowball mechanics they've made in a while with the Golden Ox. It was fun to just like level and stuff like that. So, all right, T-Lights, you're up next. Set design.
Yeah, for set design, I mean, I said this on stream around set 15 time that I could not remember a single unit in set 14 besides Zeri. I think I enjoyed playing Zeri. And I do agree with you that you bring up, I liked Garen. I think Garen was good design. As a 5 cost, fun to play around. But I just, so many reprints. On PvE, I basically already knew the set before I played it. Because I knew the units. And so I'm just going to give it a 1. I really didn't. There was not a lot of memorable things about this set for me, design-wise.
I think that's a good word. Memorable, lack of memorability, for sure. All right, chat, where are you guys at in terms of the sentiment of set design? Set design 102 223 2122 11 222 023 212 23222. Okay, so it's probably just 2.
Oh, that's also, I saw something in chat. They had like no 4 cost melee carry.
They had Zed.
Which was like,
they had Zed.
I mean, they had 1, basically. which was
the 4 costs. Annie, Aphelios, Brand, Cho'Gath, Leona, Misfortune, Nico, Sejuani. Oh, it's because Vex was supposed to be a 2 range AP, and they just made her a backline, and then they.
But
and
they
then
just it didn't work, so they just like reworked her into like another backline carry.
Yeah.
That's
true.
No,
that's true.
no, like BT.
Oh, it's Dude.
Literally, there was no BT Titans users besides Rengar. Also, Ziggs was. I forgot Ziggs was even a unit.
Spell was the worst thing of all time. It just would not hit anything.
Oh my! Like I think Aphelios was reprinted. Man, there was a lot of Sejuani was like reprinted as well, right?
Yeah, Sejuani's a reprint. There's a lot of reprint. I mean, we can go through all of them if you wanted. So
I think there's a lot.
I think Jax is a reprint, but that doesn't really matter. Kog'Maw's a reprint. Morgana's a straight reprint. Poppy's a reprint for a buckler. Seraphine was a reprint. Silas as
Silas
well.
I think Silas was a reprint as well. Yeah,
I think it's exactly his Anima squad from set 8, like the Anima squad Silas.
Yeah,
it was a 1 cost. Same thing with that. Darius was the same as the previous set, but he was 2 cost. Right, moved up, which doesn't really truly count. Jhin was cool. I mean, I think Zyra's a reprint. I mean, we could keep going on and on, but you kind of get the idea of it. There was like a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Oh, remember that patch where Jarvan was busted? Oh man.
Oh jeez.
Jarvan was so
you just carry
OP.
Jarvan with they like buffed his 80 by like 10, I think.
Yeah. And then he just swiped and killed the entire board.
He just goes Silverbeard Jarvan and he just do like 11k. Oh my.
All right. Chat, what do you guys think about the fun factor and replayability here? You guys have fun this set? I mean, even if you guys weren't as high on certain things, was it at least fun? The 1 cost or whatever, 3 and 4 costs being boring. That's true, actually. If they reprinted a lot of the 3 and 4 costs, well, they didn't reprint that many 3 costs, but some of them were bugged. Like Yumi was bugged. It cost Dayquil some stuff. All right, what do we have? 01120120424233333. So I think the round number here is 2. It started off kind of low and then a lot of 3s.
Yeah, 2 to 3 probably.
2 to 3. It looks like it's coming on strong in the second half. I think 3 is probably a little bit better.
Yeah.
Tleyds, what about you?
This is probably the set I have the most games in because of EWC.
Oh.
And man,
so 5.
I will just say it was very hard to enjoy. So I would give this. I think I would give this a 1.
I did not have fun.
No, I didn't. It was pretty hard to play, and I think like even when I played set 15, I said I liked set 15 more than set 14, even though some people might disagree. So yeah, I would give this a 1. It's pretty hard for me to play.
I think this is my least played set, and also I think this was the set where I started giving up on Challenger. I used to try to end set on Challenger on stream every single set. And I think this was the set where I just straight up gave up because I was not having fun with it. So, I actually think the reason why I give this a 1 is because I just thought I don't think it's about like design or the mechanics or everything. I just think it was I think it just wasn't interesting. I thought it was kind of boring. So, because like Vanguard's marksman was like kind of always 4-4, and then eventually played 6-2, but like it was just a lot of that, right? The Exotech you always play it. The Vexotech board was always the same every single time. I didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
Balance wise. So balance this set. It wasn't as bad as people remembered it to be.
No.
It was like fine. There was a lot of 4 cost play.
It was like there was always the win out lines, like the problematic like amp and like rapid fire Renekton. Stuff like that, but I don't think there was ever like the Syndras.
No.
Brand was pretty
Tier
pretty
0.
Yeah, Brand was pretty problematic, I would say, for a couple patches.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. So we have Cypher, Boombot, but those are things that are late game. We had Dynamo Flex with Misfortune, Street Demons.
Misfortune was bad a lot of the set. Like a lot.
Yeah. For the first half, she was like terrible, and then Dynamos.
Was Zeri good? I feel like Zeri was
there was a
decent most
patch
of the
where I
set.
think Zeri was. I think it's when Kraken.
Oh,
first
Zeri was
released.
OP when you had like a hollow flux or whatever or something.
Oh, hollow bow Zeri. Hollow bow
Flux
Zeri.
pulse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, there was flux pulse at first, and then there was hollow bow, right? There
Yeah,
was two different OP variants. Okay, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Divinicore, Zed, Divinicore Vex, Nitro.
Vex was always fine. I mean, Vex was
Card
OP for a little
Shark.
bit. Graves became OP towards the end of the set. TF was always fine.
Slayer reroll, Anima Squad. I mean, it's fine. Like, yeah, I honestly don't think it was
Zed-
that bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
the more I'm looking at this, the more I want to bring it down myself.
so?
But
Okay.
yeah.
I give it a 3. I think the balance was not near. Yeah, there was like problematic stuff, but I don't think it was as bad as some. I'm comparing to like set 12, man. Set 12 is a straight 0.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I gave set 13 a 3. That's not right. It's better than set 13. Probably a 2 then. You know, I'm gonna keep it 3. I think it's underrated.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's go chat and then Tleyds. Chat, where are you guys at?
Okay.
Chat, where are you guys at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not a 0. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna throw away any zeros. It's just not a 0. It's definitely not a 0. 3, 3, 1, 4. A couple of 4s. That's probably gonna cancel out the 2s and 3s. Looks like it's gonna be a solid 3 then, because the 4s will navigate through. So, all right, Tleyds, where you at?
I'm trying to think. Do you know what set people started complaining about, like no flexibility in level 8? Has that been a while? Because I feel like I remember a lot of people complaining about it this set, but I don't know if this is when it started.
I mean, they've been complaining about that for a long time. That actually started back in like set 8, set 7.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah.
Okay. I would say I remember it most in this set, but yeah, I think it would probably be unfair to give it less than like a 2. I'll probably go a little bit lower. I'll probably go with 2 here.
Okay.
I just think like there were a lot of OP win out lines. How bad were I mean, were hacks that actually? I'm gonna go back to 3 because I don't think the hacks were that unbalanced, if I remember correctly. Like in terms of
No. They eventually got into a good spot. It was just that
they're like more tame.
The problem was that
I
it
would
was
give it a 3.
it's like basically if it was bad for you but good for the whole lobby, that's the kind of dynamic that would happen. But it wasn't like a balance thing, I think.
Was reroll dominant in this set?
There were reroll
No, I don't think
patches.
it was.
Reroll Nitro was really good for a period of time.
Yeah,
Twisted Fate
reroll
was pretty
Nitro and like
good.
Twisted Fate, but it was never like I don't think it was dominant like some other sets. So yeah, I would give it a 3.
Okay. All right, and then aesthetics. What do you think of the aesthetics of this set, Tleyds?
Probably just a 1. I don't know.
Just a
This is
1. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't remember any of the art. I don't remember any of the units. I kind of just like put this set out of my mind.
You're not into Futuristic City?
No,
Cyberpunk?
not really.
Okay. I thought the aesthetics were actually okay. I like it. I also, once again, thought the music was pretty good. Oh, wait, I forgot to say, the music in set 13 was amazing. Oh my goodness, the soundtrack. But that was
Are you gonna bump it up to a 6?
No, but the thing is, that's like a Riot thing. That wasn't TFT. They made the soundtrack
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
true.
show, but the music was really good.
Yeah, the music was really good.
I think in general, something that's been consistently high across every set since set 12 is the music has been really good. Even last set, I thought the music was pretty solid too. I
Even
like the
since set 10,
cyberpunk
right?
theme. Maybe I also think the art team in TFT regularly kills it. And like the visuals around Kabuko and everything like that were pretty good. I actually thought it was pretty good. So I'm gonna give it aesthetics a 4. Not my favorite, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, and then chat, where you guys at for aesthetics? Set 14. Where we're at. 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. That looks like it's rounding out to a 3. Lots of 4s actually, and some 5s. So 5 should actually bring up some of the 3s. Handful of 5s.
Yeah, it looks like 4.
I'm gonna go with 4 here. Shit, Tleyds just hates it relative to everyone else.
Man, I might be a hater. I don't know.
No, there's no way someone says that. I mean, some people like that. I mean, Cyberpunk, futuristic dystopian society. The very like tech heavy hackers, crime syndicate stuff. It's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, 6. Let's count the points. 6 plus 5. Oh, that's not good. 11, 12, 13, 16, 25, 30, 34. 34 out of 75. Yikes. People do not like this set. When you compare it to set 13. I think part of it might be because it also went after set 13 as well.
Yeah, I think that is one of the things for me at least.
Oh man.
Hard to top set 13 for me.
All right, and then set 15, Tleyds. Talk to me about set 15, man. KO Coliseum.
Man. Oh, I don't even know. I mean, I think here's what I had to say. I was really high on set 15 toward like around PvE. And then the mechanic just did not equate out to what people thought it would be. I mean, the mechanic is fruits, and basically it's like anomalies, but instead of only getting one anomaly on 4/6, you can put a fruit on any unit at the start of the game and midway through the game as well. So it was kind of like an enhanced anomaly type thing.
Yeah, 2 anomalies.
Yeah, what else was there? I'm trying to remember. Man, this was last set, and I don't even remember that much.
This was last set. All right, let me walk you through.
All
some
I
of the
remember
other traits.
was fruits.
No worries, no worries. Okay, so a couple of things that defined it for me. There was Star Guardians, Jinx, Star Guardian, Sniper.
Yeah.
The Crystal Gambit stuff with Ashe.
Oh.
Crystal Gambit eventually became. I mean, Crystal Gambit was actually pretty fun, but it just became overplayed and overpopulated. Twisted Fate became really popular because of he's a really popular way to cap 5 cost boards, and also because I think the crew was one of the. Speaking of the highlights, I actually think crew is one of my favorite reroll comps ever. I think they did a really good job with that.
It was good.
Some other things too. Let's just talk about all the best hits of power-ups. Socialite. Do you remember the Socialites? And also like fishing, blocking and fishing for Socialite. So you'd buy, sell Aatrox. You would Socialite fish for it. Mech pilots. You just like try and get specifically mech pilots.
Stretchy arms.
Stretchy arm. Oh my god, stretchy arms. I didn't even put that in.
Blink attack.
Oh man, I'm just gonna. Stretchy arms deserves its own. Stretchy
Gather
arms.
force. Oh, I can't.
And then they released Noxious Trap, which was just like a crazy power creep on everything. Noxious Trap was nuts. I wrote that Cassante was a 4 cost. That still to my mind, still this day blows my mind how Cassante was a 4 cost. That guy is just unbelievable for a 4 cost. He was so good. They nerfed him how many times throughout the set, and he was still really good.
Yeah. Like 2 or 3 probably.
One of the highs about this set is I actually liked what they did with the art, with the cell shading, make it more visually distinct. And also they introduced a top 4 ceremony. You made top 4. They do a cool thing. So shout out to that, the art team, crushing it as usual. The Monster Trainer bag size and bugs. Oh my goodness. Between the bugs of the units, like straight up bugging out. Sometimes you would have Lulu. Like Lulu was so bugged, they could not even put her on carousel the entire set. You just couldn't pick up Lulu or Monster Trainer on the entire set. Plus,
what happened?
The sound effects.
It would just take a slot or something, right? Like it would just be a slot with no unit.
Yes, sometimes you would roll and there was just nothing. You would roll the new shop and you would just be missing 1 or 2 slots because that's where the Monster Trainer should have been as well. So the Monster Trainer itself is a headache. This is also a set where they did a bunch of stuff to Prismatic stuff. So changes to Prismatic stuff, Prismatic quests instead of Prismatic traits. So you have to like cast a certain amount of mana with Star Guardians. You have to equip a certain amount of items with Battle Academia, things of that sort. And then Prismatic Orb normalization. One thing I'm really grateful for is when you get a Prismatic Orb now, everyone gets the same thing. So you can get all 4 belts, all artifacts, all like 20 gold. There is some crazy variance still where some people get 100 gold and it's just insane versus something else. But that they did normalize that. This is also the set they revamped the roles where only tanks can gain mana when damaged, and then fighters and assassins and marksmen got different reworks. Also, mana regen is a stat now instead of starting mana. Ocean's Ascent. This was actually a huge high for me. I really liked Ocean's Ascent, the PV game mode. I know not a lot of people tried it, but I thought that was really awesome. And the features mode. Honestly, like a lot of the things outside of the live ranked set was pretty good. I wrote this as a funny thing because this was hilarious to me. Once upon a time, there was an augment that buffed that gave your mentor bonus to the whole team. It was 100%, and they nerfed it again and again and again, and eventually it went to a 0% bonus. At one point, it went to like your team gets 0% bonus as well, which I thought was super funny. The 48 hours where Akali and Volibear was really good. Before they nerfed that.
Goodness.
And then perhaps a birth of one of the new memes that's recent, which is artifacts and radiance were so dominant that if you didn't stack them, you were trolling, aka victim of statistics with Sacred Norris throwing for TPC. And I think I wrote half.
Wow.
I think I wrote half of the stuff I wanted to write for this set as well. There's like so many.
Yeah,
more.
that's a lot. There's so much.
Yeah, we went through so much.
You
Man.
didn't even throw in Mech Pilot.
I wrote as the power ups, but
oh, I see.
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
did you?
No, I forgot stretchy arms. Stretchy arms GP. I even forgot that.
Oh yeah, Mech Pilot. Oh jeez.
Stretchy arms was crazy. I could pull up some of the other ones too. Unstoppable being crazy for a long time and causing some positional weird stuff.
Oh yeah, Unstoppable. What about All Out? All Out Cassante.
All Out Cassante was a thing as well.
Colossal Udyr. Yeah,
Colossal
so
Udyr. Oh my goodness.
Man.
I mean, there's a lot of other stuff too. Jin reroll. There was Kaisa. When she got nerfed, she just stopped being good for the rest of the set. Perfect form Zac.
Also, hero augments, I would say, were pretty problematic this set. At least,
yeah.
In terms of they were either complete, just horrible. They were horrible, or they were OP, right?
Yeah.
Especially paired with fruits.
I should change his mentor augment to like Rageblade hero augments. Were crazy for a while. If you remember, like the infinite stacking Garen, $3 Garen. Yeah,
we still actually have that problem now, in my opinion. Like in terms of Rageblade on melees, because of the change they made in this set. We can talk about that later.
From the Devlings article, I wrote trainers were awesome ideas, but Monster Trainer was awesome ideas, but they needed more polish and focus on the player experience to truly deliver on the fantasy. We won't have a Monster Trainer like champion in the next set, but we also won't let this flawed experiment push us away from innovative designs in the future, which I'm glad to hear. I don't want the TFT team to feel like we can't ever do something like that again. The thing is, you can't do it again and then let it pass, like QA pass it in that way. Because I think the big problem this set was that a lot of players felt like their trust in the team. Usually we have like a lot of goodwill with the dev team that they'll get it right. And one thing about this set that stood out to me, and I mentioned it in a couple of videos over time, was that it felt like they just didn't even read their own patch notes, or their patch notes team was disconnected from the actual the designers, because they would say this was fixed, but that wasn't true in a lot of situations. And they would say, okay, it's fixed for real this time, and that still wasn't true, right? And there's a lot of disconnect from that. And that was like one of the things where I was like, wow, what's actually going on here? It just feels like it feels like the teams aren't talking to each other. So that was one thing that struck me about set 15 in particular that I don't think I'll forget. Okay, well, that being said, I guess I will go first with the set mechanic here. So I probably am going to be higher on fruits than more people, mainly because I think the set mechanic is actually really fun to play on certain champions when I saw the vision of it. So I want to, for example, there was a patch where Jinx, before Gather Force, there was a patch where with Jinx and with fruits, you would pretty much just play whatever you were missing on Jinx. Her best was like Kraken, IE, and Shojin or something like that before Gather Force. And then you would just like, okay, well, if you need attack speed, then you would go for Hyperactive. Or if you needed more AD because you got Shojin Rageblade, you would go Gather Force, things like that. And that was the part where I was like, oh, these fruits can be actually pretty interesting. Not to mention that it ended up creating a dynamic where you could get a lot of power fantasies. Like Lucian had Drift Duo Lucian, and then you also had the over 9,000 Lucian, and then you also had Mech Pilot Lucian, right? And you also there's a lot of really interesting variations. So mechanically, I thought they cooked pretty hard. And the problem is I think that they overcooked by like a lot. So and then the other element too that I want to say is that I think that fruits would have been way better if you only got one of them instead of two. But I'm pretty sure, and this is just my theory, I never confirmed it with Riot. I'm pretty sure the reason why they gave 2 fruits because of 2x KO. Because if you look at KO Coliseum, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a simultaneous marketing push for 2x KO that was supposed to launch a lot earlier. And I think you got 2 fruits because of 2x KO and the whole thing. And then they introduced 2x KO fruits as well, which is another thing. And I think they missed on that. So that's all to say that I think the set mechanic actually had promise. And I actually threw out another. I'll finish with this last thing. I think this is a good set. If they got the bugs right, this would be a good set to have for a long, long time. I actually think we never even got anywhere close to solving this set. I don't think we got anywhere close to solving set 15. I think there was so many more things we left on the table, but people got so frustrated by all the hidden information, all the bugs, and all the problems that they just gave up on it. But I think that if you were to like have this set live as the last set of TFT ever, a year from now, it would transform a lot relative to everything. Because there were so many things we just never tried and we never discovered. So I actually think the set mechanic actually had a lot of promise. I'm going to give it a 3. Anyways, that's just my very, very long spiel on set 15. T-Hex, you're up next.
Okay, this is going to be hard for me to move the mechanic and the balance away from each other, right? Which I think you did well. I think you made some good points. There was a vast variety of comps that you could play, whether or not they were good or buggy, or you needed one specific fruit for the comp to be good is like a different story. But I do think like you were right that there was a lot of variety in the game. I personally did not like the swinginess of having a stage 2 fruit. I just thought like it was too invasive and could lead to a lot of like what's the word? It could lead to a lot of potential like differences between players. Like if one person got an OP fruit or an econ fruit, for example, and one did not, that didn't feel very good. So I didn't like how early we got the fruits, but I think I would give it like a 2 overall. On like you are right that there is some creativity to be had. And putting all balance aside, I think it's a 2.
Okay, fair enough. All right, chat. Do I even ask? I feel like chat just wants to give zeros to everything in this on this set. I feel like they just want to give zeros because they just feel so strongly about it. 0 0 0 4 0 0 2 3 1 2 0 zeros.
So many zeros. There's a
Some people
couple of
give it
like
1s and
4s
3s.
though.
I think it's a 1 because I think it's
like
not
1 or
like a
2.
unanimous 0. There's just too many people giving it scores.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a 1. The reason why I can't, even though everyone's like you glaze it so much to give it a 3, is because the execution of it was like fumbled by like a lot.
Yeah.
If they actually nailed the feeling of things, it's probably a 4. But I can't give it a 5 because I think Charms is a 5. I think the stealing of this mechanic's a 4. All right, set design. So this is like traits, units, augments, things like that around the set itself. And I think the anime theme and the set of it, they did okay. There were some rehashes of things like Star Guardians, Crystal Gambit. I thought it was okay. There's also some things that I thought were a little bit clunky. I think Luchador was like fun but kind of clunky.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I'm missing? Wraith was kind of weird for a long time. I like the idea of Monster Trainer a lot. The execution of it was obviously bad, but the idea of Monster Trainer was like theoretically awesome. So you know what? I'm gonna give it a 3 as well. I think it's fine. I ended up giving this set more score than I thought I would, but 3 is okay. Chat, where you at? Set design. Set designs. Design is not necessarily just balance. It's about like, did you guys think Battle Academia was cool. Actually, wait, Battle Academia ended up being kind of too, but I thought Crew was good. Battle Academia not being that good.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we at? T-Hex, what's the score here?
Looks like
it's all over the
I mean,
place.
I feel like chat's actually like a 3. I see a lot of 2s, but I see some 4s, 3s.
Okay. And extremes, I see 0s and 6s. So
yeah, I would say 3.
Okay. And where do you land?
So set design. I'm trying to remember if there were any memorable like 4 or 5 costs to me. I enjoyed Varus, and traits and stuff like that.
Want me to read you the 4 and 5 costs? Would that help?
Not. Yeah, I could look. I mean, I personally did not find like that much enjoyment in playing these units. Like I thought Ryze was okay. I thought Varus was cool. But in terms of that, also I think was this the set with duo traits? No, I don't think it was. I would give it like a 2.
2? Yep.
Yeah. Just not much memorable units for me.
Okay, fair enough. What about fun factor and playability for you?
For me?
Yeah. While you're
at it. 1. Yeah.
You did not have fun.
Yeah. It was pretty bad. I think that's what I also stopped playing pretty early.
Okay. All right. Chad, what do you got? Where's your fun factor and replayability on this set? A lot of zeros.
Wow.
I think a lot of people, it's like 1 to 0. I think this is just a 0. Because I think a lot of people just legitimately
it looks like a
quit
0.
the set. Too much frustration around it.
Lots of people quit the set.
Yeah. I mean, the fun stuff was not that fun for me. Sorry, the fun stuff was fun, but the unfun stuff was very unfun for me. So it's a 1.
Yep.
Balance. Balance. It's so my take is that it was better than set 12. Like, you guys don't understand. Outside of the GP patch, the balance was not nearly as egregious as set 12. Set 12, it was legitimate. The amount of times I saw a 6 to 7 way Callista board and the one non-Callista player went 8th. Like, how many times did you see that? Tleyds? It was like a handful, right? It was actually so bad.
How many times I feel like there was a couple of times where it was like 4 Jinx players, maybe 5. In like certain patches.
Yeah. But I'm saying like it's bad. It was bad. Trust me. I'm just saying it's not.
Yeah,
as bad as set 12.
I'm thinking about whether or not I would put it in the same tier as set 12.
Well, okay, but the tier for me goes, the worst ever was set 5. You didn't play it though. Set 9.5 is right above that, and set 12 is right there with it. And I'm like, I don't think 15 was down there, so I can't give it a 0. I'm giving it a 1 is what I'm saying. I'm giving it a 1 is what I'm saying. But I can't give it worse than 0. But I think fundamentally, this set was almost impossible to balance. It's almost like in Ryze defense, how do you defend? How do you balance power up fruits ×2 with items, augments, rating items, artifacts, right? And encounters that also kind of accelerate all that. It's just too many multipliers. It got exponentially out of control. So I think this balance could never be higher than like a 1 or 2. It was too insane. All right, Tleyds, is it a 0 or a 1 for you?
Man, like I'm just looking and going from GP stretchy arms to like 1 mech pilot, socialite, everything's OP, gather force, everyone's hard forcing. The amount of, I think bugs is like, I don't know where we would put bugs, but I'm just gonna say bugs is in balance.
Okay.
Like is the category. I think this was like a huge miss on the set. Probably made most of the players leave in terms of how many bugs there were. I personally hate roles revamped still to this day. So I think I would put that under balance as well. Like Rageblade hero augments on melees. So I think I'd have to give it a 0.
Okay. 0 from Tleyds. And chat.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, is there anybody that's not a 0? How about that? If you're not a 0, hit me with it. It's a lot of zeros. It's a lot of zeros. All right. There's a couple of 1s, but overall, there's too many zeros dragging it below the average, below 1 in terms of the average. So we'll go with 0 here. Let's end on a high note. The art team. Did they crush it? Did they crush it? T-Lies, what do you think? What do you think of the aesthetics?
I like what you put with the cell shading art, and also I really like the top 4 ceremony. Like I think we'd probably put that under aesthetics. So I'd give them. I'll be nice. I'll give them a 4. I like the art. The set.
Art style. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, chat. What do you guys think? What does chat think about the aesthetics of set 15? 4, 6, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 4, 6, 6, 5. I mean, some of you guys are just anime sips. Looks like I think there's a lot of high numbers here. I'm gonna give chat gives it a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, overall, not really. I think this is a straight up 5. I think they really tried to go all out for the anime theme. They redid all the champions from ground up for the cell shading. They really tried hard. And the art, you know what? The art team in TFT stays winning, honestly. Music was also underrated. You know what I realized? They released an entire soundtrack of set 15, but they used the same one for the in-game one for some reason. If I look at TFT, if you look at KO Coliseum, they actually have like 16 soundtrack, and it's actually quite good, but they use like one soundtrack for the in-game. I'm not sure why they did that. And so it sounded repetitive, but if you actually went back and listened to the music, it was kind of good. All right. I hope that they try maybe another anime theme one eventually. Just this one, they'll have to redo it. Let's count the numbers. 3, 5, 6. 6 plus 3 is 9, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22, 26, 31, which actually makes it lower than set 14. So if we're gonna do the numbers for set 11, what was set 11? Set 11 was 47. We have 47. Set 12 was 44. Set 13 was 72.
Set 12 would actually be so much higher if the balance wasn't straight zeros all across the board. Like
34. I mean, I agree with that. And 31, which means first place goes to set 13 into the arcade, which makes sense. Set 2 or second set goes to set 11. Okay.
I thought it would be set 12. Which is why I was surprised. Yeah. But the balance, I think us all giving it zeros is pretty bad.
Fourth place goes to set 14, Cyber City, and then right now set 15, KO Coliseum is 5th. So we'll do we'll give the award here to set 13. This is to set 11. Underrated set, honestly, if there's anything to take away from this. And then set 14 or set 12. And if you guys want a little reflection on it, this is what we rated. These scores are skewed because we have an extra category, but when we did set 1 to 10 with me, Ray, and Saint, it was set 6. That was the first set that introduced augments, gizmos, and gadgets. There was set 10, which is the music set, and then set 4. Those were the top 3. And then set 3 was right behind it, with the worst being set 7. Set 7 actually scored the lowest at 41, which is...
that set was fun. That was a good set.
And of course, set 16 is not over, so I feel like it's kind of unfair to do one for set 16, but 16 is over. 16 and 20, we'll probably revisit this because it's been like a year and a half or 2 years since I did this. We'll see if we can do it again. All right. And just like that, Tleyds, thanks for joining me for our New Year's.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Are you gonna stream? Are you gonna fire the stream? I have to go. So I'm down to raid.
No, I'm not streaming today.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you spending your New Year's with me. I guess.
Thanks for having me.
Anything you want to say before we go?
No, thanks for having me. It was actually fun doing this. It's a good trip down memory lane. I always forget about all these crazy like bugs and interactions and things we had to deal with throughout the year. But it's fun to look back and remember all of it. So yeah, thank you for having me. Bye, chat. It was fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Post a Canva.
Cool.
Here's the Canva. Frodan, Tleyds chats. And with that, everyone say bye, Greg. Happy New Year. See you in 2026.
Bye.
Year of the Greg. All right, everyone. I wish I had more time. If I had more time, we could actually go and do the collage. But I think for the most part, this does a really good job summarizing it as well. But yeah, it's fun to reflect, think about the past, but also look forward to the future. And I actually think, I actually think set 16 has some promise. I think right now, if I were to give my initial impressions of set 16, I would probably say, let's say, I think it's a 5. Designs is a 5. Fun factors a 5. Okay, well, I mean, it's a pretty big spoiler. Right now, it's like 5s. Balance is like a 3 right now. The balance is pretty bad for this patch specifically, but they have time to save it. It's a holiday patch. And the aesthetics is just Runeterra, so like it can't be lower than a 4 because it's just Runeterra. So I'd probably say 5, 5, 3, 4. Okay, balance is pretty bad. Balance is a 2 right now. But I mean, come on, man, it's 100 champions. I actually think that maybe it's a hot take, but I think this set's gonna be really hard to balance in general because they have 100 champions. So it's just really difficult. But I like to believe that they could do it. So balance right now is like a 2. Anyways, guys, that's it from me. Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next year. The answer is yes, I will be streaming tomorrow because I'm not gonna stay up till midnight. And if you're in EU, basically it is either midnight or about to be midnight. I love you all. Thank you for a wonderful year, from TFT to watching me compete in Sage Jam Sams at Street Fighter and 2XKO, to the people that supported me for Riftbound, to the people that support TFT Academy. Next year is going to be even better. I got some really cool projects cooking, and I hope that they all come to fruition. Not everything that I put out is going to be 10 out of 10, but I hope that you guys are with me the entire step of the way, because it's been a wonderful journey. So I love you all. Be good to each other, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.